It is a beautiful day for some Dodgers baseball. Welcome in third day of the season. Is that right? April 4th. We are live about 2 minutes before the first pitch of the game is scheduled. I'll be watching it live. You can watch it live, and we will be talking about it right here. Sunday night baseball. I'm going to be doing the national game of the week, which will be a little bit later tonight, couple hours. But I just couldn't resist popping on to watch my Dodgers with you. Let's talk about yesterday real fast. Magic the Mouse Radio in the house, here for a moment in the house. I'm glad you guys popped in. Welcome in. Bill, my buddy, Magic the Mouse Radio. Great guy, member of the channel. Thanks for supporting the channel that way, buddy. Gives him access to some emojis and stuff like that. Listen, Trevor Bauer yesterday in his first start as an LA Dodger was fan-freaking-tastic. Leaves the sixth inning with a no-hitter. Hope I have that right. Gets hit up a little bit in the sixth inning. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. Whatever. It happens. And then they tattoo him and they tattoo David Price. So the stats don't look as good as the filthiness looked to me. He was filthy. He was on this game. He was fun. He was doing the Conor McGregor arm wave thing. I love that guy. And it's going to be such a fun year. Now, David Price scares the poo out of me. David Price throwing the ball over the middle and getting crushed against lefties scares the poo out of me. But come on, he's our seventh or our eighth starter. Dodgers put Tony Gosselin before he even throws in 2021 on the DL 10-day. So that says a lot about how deep they think they are, or he got hurt, I suppose, which is probably the more logical answer. But the game is popping on right now, whether you're watching the Dodger feed, the MLB TV feed, the Rocky feed, or whatever. I'll be watching it now. I'm not going to provide play-by-play. You're watching the game. I'm watching the game. We're going to talk about whatever comes up baseball-wise and life-wise as we watch Dodger baseball together. Zach McKinstry with an inside the park home run. So if you told me the Dodgers were going to go off offensively like they have for the first 3 games of the season and not hit one out, and their first home run would be an inside the park home run by a guy named Zach McKinstry, yeah, I would have lost that bet. I would have lost that bet big. So anyway, this tonight's starter, Austin Gomer, lefty. Hey, Michael Superbacker in the house. Glad you're here. Welcome in. Come on in, take a seat, have some fun. We're going to watch some Dodger baseball together. Gomber, however you say it, was with the Cardinals last year. I'm looking at the stats they're providing on TV. Good numbers, less than 2 ERA on the hill. He'll be the first lefty who's successful in Colorado ever, if he's a left-handed pitcher who's successful in Colorado. The Dodgers lineup does do better against righties, against righties, because they've got Bellinger and they've got just a pile of lefty hitting home run hitters. And I think that the season will be elite. If we smash lefties, we're going to smash righties. Obviously, Bett's going to do fine and Turner's going to fine. But it is what it is. Anyway, I'm excited the game has started. Betts is up to bat against Gomber and the Rockies. Sit back, kick back, and watch some Dodger baseball with me. We're going to do a lot of this throughout the year. Sunday night baseball is when I'm going to be going for sure. And then as many Dodger games as I can. Today's Easter, and we kind of celebrated Easter yesterday. My wife is actually not feeling well, so there was no reason not to come on and hang out with you guys and have some fun. By the way, how have I skipped that? Happy Easter to you and to everybody. I am a man of faith, and it is probably the biggest day of our year. Religiously, he has risen kind of thing. And I just appreciate you hanging with me, whether it's between church or jelly beans or both, like at my house. I appreciate you hanging out with us. They're showing Bud Black. I remember when the Padres let him go, I thought it would be a large mistake. He's done pretty well in Colorado. Well for the Rockies, right? I mean, what can you expect? Betts walks. I'll take that to lead off the game. See, and that's the thing. If you're pitching in Colorado, you've got to pound the strike zone. You got to keep the ball down, and they got to put the ball in play. When you walk the leadoff batter in any inning, let alone the game, it's not looking good for you. Anyway, what say you? Who's here? Who's rooting for the Dodgers? Who's rooting for the Rockies? Grab some chips. I've got some very healthy oatmeal that I'm going to be gulping down. By the way, how about Gavin Lux, our second baseman, going off to start the year? I'm pretty happy about that. Yes, Michael, happy Easter to you, buddy. Appreciate you being here. So it looks like that Pollock in the 2-hole against the lefty. Interesting lineup. I was wondering what they might do there. By the way, I've got a lot of friends who are live right now. Lake Wayne visitors. Looks like they're at the Magic Kingdom. Oh, error. Threw it into center field as I look down. First and third for the Dodgers. If you're here for Disney and you're surprised that I'm doing baseball stuff, that's going to be coming up a lot on my channel. But I want to let you know, Lake Wayne visitors is live right now. Celebrating Easter at the Magic Kingdom. I think my buddy Pete is still live too. He was watching the Yankee game. He's got 84 people in his chat right now. So he's live watching the end of the Blue Jays and the Yankees. And of course, you're welcome to go see him. He'll be live tonight doing his interview show. I'll be live tonight with 2 shows. Creator Talk Live after the Sunday night game of the week. Creator Talk Live is when we talk about how to grow on YouTube. And it's a lot of fun. Sunday night game of the week. Creator Talk Live is. There we go. Heard myself talking there, which is always weird. Anyway, hope you're having a great day. Settle in, watch the Dodgers and the Rockies with me. Justin Turner, nobody out first and third. Again, I'm not going to be providing play-by-play by any means. Just going to be talking about the Dodgers, talking about really anything you guys want to talk about. You got a question about baseball, you got trivia questions, you just want to talk about the game, whatever you want. Hang out, talk some baseball with me. I did post a silly little video on my channel today, just a short Topps collect digital baseball cards, digital Disney cards. They put it out in Easter set this morning, so I grabbed it and put it together in a little silly short video. I don't know if anybody's watching it or not, but you're welcome to check that out if you want. It's just a silly little happy Easter thing. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Lots of sports, lots of Disney, lots of stuff that I love. And if you love it too, hopefully you'll hang out. Hit subscribe and be part of the silliness. Justin Turner, number 10, almost signed elsewhere, or so it seemed. Took a while for the Dodgers to ink him this year and put him on the roster. I could not imagine him going anywhere. He's a Southern California boy. He's got roots there, probably his last contract ever. So all of us who are Dodger fans were very much hopeful that JT would sign, and he did, and I'm very, very excited. I see a couple of new people popping in chat. Welcome, man. I'm glad you are here. Say hi in chat if you desire, or you can be in ninja mode and just watch back there. Whatever you want to do. A lot of Dodgers, a lot of Disney on this channel. If you like both or either, stick around. 2021 is going to be a lot of fun. Garmer goes up in the zone on JT, swing and a miss. What do you think the Dodgers can improve on, or is everything perfect? Boy, Michael, that's a really good question. I think the back end of the bullpen is the first place that sticks out to me. Gratterall is hurt. He's on the injured list. We're hoping that Kenley Jansen is back. And I think his season last year wasn't as bad as people think. They were talking about on the game yesterday. The announcers were talking about his hard ball hit rate was, I think, in the top 5 or top 10 in the whole league. So he was definitely, they weren't squaring him up by any means. That said, he wasn't very effective. He didn't have his best year ever. And I know Dave Roberts is going to give him a lot of rope. So that kind of concerns me. I see Gratterall taking over that role. I mean, you've got Gratterall and Kelly injured right now to start the season, but I think the back end of the bullpen is where we could get hurt the most. I think the long guys are amazing. Jeff Nelson and David Price didn't even make the rotation. Shoot, we're going to be fine. Our starters are going to be fine. The long guys are going to be fine. The short end of the bullpen in the back there scares me a little bit. Offensively, I just mentioned it. I think we're not as strong against left-handed pitching as we will be against right-handed pitching. You know, you're switching around Bellinger. It just is what it is. Our left-handed power is not going to do as well against lefties. Bounces one in the dirt here. All right. So JT gets a walk. We're bases loaded now. Here for a moment says, Jeff, any ballpark you are wanting to get to this year or in the near future? I just want to go to any ballpark this year. I didn't go to any games last year. I've told the story before. I'll say it again. I had game 7 of the World Series tickets. And I'm a Dodgers fan, so I almost got to go to a game this year or last year, but it didn't work out. We won in game 6, we being the Dodgers, so that was fun. I have been to a few good stadiums, but mostly on the West Coast. I'm a San Diego. Well, I was a San Diego boy. So I grew up. I went to San Diego plenty of times, Anaheim plenty of times, LA plenty of times. I've been to San Francisco. I haven't, and obviously now I live here in Texas, but I haven't got to travel around and check out really any stadiums that I want to. So yeah, all of them. If I could go, I mean, the part of your question, near future, throws me off because we don't have a lot of travel plans. We got a travel plan in October to go down to Walt Disney World. And then the next travel I have planned is actually next March for spring training out in Arizona. So I think the next stadium that I haven't been to already that I go to will be a surprise to me. It will be Petco is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, Petco. So growing up a Dodger fan in Padre land, I went to Jack Murphy a lot. And that's as a kid, those are where my most memories are. Jack Murphy Stadium. Just memories, just a great place to go at the last minute and get a good ticket, because the Padres were always bad when I was little. But now it's a wholly different event experience, frankly, down there. That is a beautiful ballpark. The restaurants, pass ball or wild pitch, perhaps. Run scored. They look like little leaguers trying to get the play at the plate there. Mookie Betts scores on what I'm assuming is going to be a wild pitch. Might be a pass ball. 1-0. Good guys. Anyway, Petco is beautiful. I love it. It's a great place to watch a game. It's a great place to hang out. I've had tickets there, not even gone in the stadium because there's so many nice restaurants. Oh boy, they would have had him at the plate if he would have caught it. Great play by the catcher. I mean, not the perfect throw, but pitcher. The pitcher, that's E1 right there. Interesting. Anyway, it's a great ballpark. You don't even have to get in the stadium to have a great experience, but getting in the stadium is a great experience also. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful field. I'm excited to check out the new one here in Texas. We haven't, like I said earlier, we haven't gone in there yet, but we will. My son-in-law and my daughter are going next weekend. I think they said next weekend they got tickets. I haven't picked up any tickets yet. Frankly, was surprised that we were going to have so many people allowed in the stadium. So we'll see how that goes. Did see how our president yelled at the local team for allowing for perhaps a sellout on opening day. I don't know. We'll see. The Rangers are pretty bad. Although, did you see Joey Gallo's home run yesterday? I think I read, or I think I saw on maybe Quick Pitch or whatever, one of the shows I was watching, third longest home run since I think 2018. I might have that wrong, but it was a blast. If you haven't seen it, check it out. To Deep Center yesterday in Kansas City. Here's another reason why I think the Dodgers are going to have a little bit of trouble against left-handed hitter or pitchers. Max Muncy, his big power. He's not bad against lefties. He had that iconic home run against Madison Bumgarner. I mean, that was awesome. But I'm not saying he's bad against lefties, but he's not going to be as powerful against lefties. So I just think him and Belly, frankly, are the reason why I think left-handed pitching is the way to go against my Dodgers. 9 of you in the house. I appreciate every single one of you, whether you're a veteran of my channel and you've known me for years, or you're brand new here. Welcome in. My name is Jeff. Dole has the channel. Lots of Disney and lots of baseball on this channel. Yeah, just things I love, and that's family and Disney, and talk a little bit of silliness and talk a little bit about leadership. We do go live in the mornings. We haven't been going live the last week or so, but we go live in the morning with a show we call Good Morning Disney. Sunday nights are a big night for us. We go live with the game of the week on ESPN. We'll be there. Well, it's a couple hours from now, right? It's the Angels and the White Sox, which should be good. You get the greatness of Mike Trout and Anthony Rendon. You also get the White Sox, whose lineup is loaded. By the way, did you see they're going to let Ohtani pitch and hit in the same game? I think, is it tomorrow? Wish it was tonight. Soon. That'll be the first time he's done that here in the US of A. That'll be must watch. I feel like I'm talking a lot, but I mean, I guess you have to, right? But you guys got me all excited. 12 of you in the house, welcome in again. If you're brand new, stick around. Lots of baseball, lots of Disney here. If you're a Dodgers fan, you're my kind of people. If you're rooting for the Rockies, we won't be friends today, but we can be friends pretty much every other day. Here from what says, have you ever been to Anaheim Packing District? It's like food hall. I have not, but I've been around that area a lot. I actually had a client when I sold insurance. I mean, you could walk to the stadium and they were right outside. So I would visit them as much as I could. And I've gone to many a game in Anaheim. Actually, if you know Stu, if you're a Southern California, not youngin', you might know Stu Nahan. He was a KTLA 5's sports guy, and a friend of mine knew him well. And so I got to sit in, I didn't know Stu Nahan, but I got to sit in Stu Nahan's seats one time up in Anaheim. That was great. Guy right in front of us, actually. Yes, right in front of us and to the right of us got whacked in the face with a bat that day. Actually, I think it was the first game I took my wife to. Wouldn't swear to that, but I think it was. There's my man, Bill, Magic of the Mouse Radio. When are we going to talk real baseball instead of minor league Dodger baseball? How are your Phillies doing? Raise your hand in chat if you think the Phillies are your favorite team to make fun of. Bill, I'm glad you're here. Hope you're having a great day. Happy Easter. Mr. Bott's in the house. There you go. I like you already. Here, let's go Dodgers is right. I've been a Dodger fan my whole life. You know, it's hard. Football. So I started out a Rams fan living in San Diego, but most of my family was up in LA. So I was a Rams fan as a very, very, very little guy. The Rams kicker, Frank Corral, lived across the street from my grandparents. I never met him. But that was fun, right? And so I was a Rams fan. But then they leave. Oh, Mr. Botts, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for being new to my channel. Please smash that subscribe button. Stick around unless I'm annoying you. And then, you know, it is what it is. But I'm glad you're here, and I hope you have a good time watching the game with us. Anyway, so I was a Rams fan, but I lived in San Diego, and I was quickly moving over to be a Chargers fan because, you know, that's the games we get to watch. Those are the games you get to go to. But I never became a Padres fan. So it was a little weird. I was a Chargers fan and a Dodgers fan. And then I moved out here to Dallas-Fort Worth. You know, and I root for the Cowboys, but I still root for the Chargers because they're my team. I root for the Cowboys because they're my local team. But in baseball, I just care about it more, and my Dodgers are my team. If you're new to the channel, I should probably tell you, I love collecting. I don't know where they're at. I collect Dodgers memorabilia, and my first year of cards that I ever collected were the 1977 Top set. Oh, you know, I know what this is right here. Hold on. And I've shown this before on the channel, but hold on. One of my favorite things is my 77 Topps team set, but it's autographed. It's autographed by all of them. You got, you know, Lopes and Russell and Garvey and Sayan and Baker and Reggie Smith and Don Sutton and Tommy John and all that. It's a lot of fun. So, I mean, that's not what we're showing off today here, but I love collecting old Dodgers. I got 50s and 60s Dodgers up on my wall. It's just a lot of fun, and it's fun to talk to you guys and watch a little baseball. Chris Taylor at bat 1-0. Good guys, the boys in blue. Yes, somebody asked, do they even play? There it is, here for a moment. Do they play baseball in Philly? Ball 4, 2-0 Dodgers. Austin Gomber looking like a Rockies pitcher. We haven't even had to do anything yet. We're up 2-0. Bill says, went to Anaheim with my son once. We were in the very last row over the top of left field. Foul pole, nice. A plane flew over, heading to John Wayne. I've flown out of John Wayne before. We could see the pilot. We waved and he waved back. That is crazy. I've sit in the top before in San Diego. Jack Murphy. I don't remember why I don't know. It must have been some big game, but we've been in the top there. Been in the top here in Texas. I'll tell you what, in Texas, the top level is freaking vertical. I was with my daughter, and I remember thinking she's not going to make it, and we didn't get very far. I think it was you, Yeah, it was. It was you, Darvish, bobblehead day, and I'm pretty sure we didn't even get into the second inning. She was like, "Dad, let's get out of here." But anyway, sometimes sitting up top is fun. When I go to a concert, sometimes if I can't get really good seats, I'll sit up top just to kind of enjoy it. So I don't mind being up top, but that's pretty funny. I don't want to be as high as the aeroplanes. That's for dang sure. 2-0 men in blue, top of first. Austin Gomber getting thumped. Not by the bats, but by his control. I'll take it. Free runs. Free baseball. Yeah, he's not looking good at all. Dodgers, you can do this. Mr. Botts, I'm loving you. Yes, yes, yes. 8 of you in the house. If you're brand new here, my name is Jeff Dope. Dad's the channel. Stick around. Smash the subscribe button unless I've annoyed you. And then, have a nice life. Lots of baseball, including more tonight. Game of the week tonight. Disney Blog announced that Rob. Hey, Rob. Well, here's some trouble. Lux high, but not deep. Well, it might be deep enough for the run, actually. Not deep enough to do any damage, but yeah, JT's going to score from third. Oh my gosh, Max Muncy doesn't know how to run the bases. What was that? So if you're watching the game, you saw it. If you're not watching, I'll tell you what happened. Mid-range pop fly out into right field. Not sure why Muncy tagged from second, but obviously JT's tagging from third. The base is loaded. Big beard boy Blackman throws to third, and it looked like Muncy stopped, and they tagged him out. I'm not sure why. I'm not even sure if we scored that run. I'm assuming the run got in, but I don't really know. Rob from Dizzy Vlogs in the house. We say hi to him. He's a good friend of mine. What's going on? John Wayne is fun flying out of with the whole noise abatement thing. People mad at, I know people. So people are crazy in general, as we all know. Southern California people are extra crazy, and I can say that because I am one. But I moved away. My dad's a Cub fan. I'm a Dodger fan. My dad was a Cardinals fan. He's no longer around, Mr. Bots. He is. He was a Cardinals fan. And Stan Musial, Red Shandies. I got a couple of them right there. You know, Slaughter actually is his favorite all-time player. And I'm looking at a Slaughter on the wall and a Stan Musial on the wall because of my dad. It's been fun to be a Cubbies fan lately, but not so much this year. It looks like they're going to be a little short. It's going to be a tough division to even see anyone going 500 in. And that wasn't my best sentence of my life, but so because of that, Cubs got a shot. Cubbies are in trouble because they got Baez, they got Rizzo. Who's the other one? Oh, Bryant. They all lose to free agency. If they don't get off to a good start, two, if not all three of them, are going to be traded. I'm a live baseball fan. I like that. Base hit Phillies take the lead, bottom of the eighth. Nice. That Bohm kid's supposed to be good. Supposed to be good. Who's your favorite player? Bots. Cubby. One of my best friends, the world's favorite player, was Ernie Banks. I got to go to a baseball card convention with him years and years and years ago when he picked up a Banks rookie card. It was pretty cool. 55, I think. I wouldn't swear to that. I think it's 55. 11 in the chat. I'm glad you are all here, whether it's one of you here or a million of you here. I appreciate you hanging out a little bit on Easter Sunday, watching a little baseball with me. Dodgers in the top half. Scored a bunch of runs and didn't even have to get any hits. That Austin Gomber seems to be a Dodgers fan too. They're showing the Rockies batting order here. Trevor Story and Blackmon are the big boppers, obviously. Story going to be a free agent along with so many other shortstops this year. The Dodgers shortstop, Corey Seager, and then the Rockies shortstop, Trevor Story, both on the free agent market. They just took the Lindor off. Obviously, the Mets signed him. Still going to be a big, big, big shortstop offseason. Korea, in Houston, somebody else. Going to be an interesting offseason. Anyway, Julio Urias, who ended the World Series on the mound, starts off the game here today in Colorado. Ooh, Mr. Bot says, I'm a Special Olympics softball player. Very cool. There's no baseball in Special Olympics. Well, there's softball, though. That is awesome, Mr. Bots. I love that. Shot to the third. JT scoops it up. 1 out. Dodgers. I love watching Phillies Sunday home games, says my buddy Magic Mouse Radio. Mike Schmidt is in the booth. He's okay, right? He's not bad in the booth. Have I told you my story about getting his autograph? It was a World Base. I'm sure I have, right? I've told you, Bill. I'll tell the rest of the crew. It was at a World Baseball Classic game in Arizona. And so we're at the minor league field, right? The spring training field, whatever you call it. And, you know, it was packed, but the game ends. Schmitty is one of the announcers. We wait for the end. All the guys are down there getting autographs where the players are. And me and my two buddies cruise up to the booth. And it's an open air booth. We wait. He's on the air, right? We wait for him to go to commercial. Hey, can we get an autograph? My buddy Andy got one. My buddy Ben got one. Then I got one. Then my buddy Andy says, hey, can I get another? And Schmitty scouted him like he was going to come down there and beat him. And then, boom, they went live to air. It was really kind of fun. But I hear Schmitty's not an easy sign, but we've got one, so I'll take it. I always loved Mike Schmidt. I don't like to admit, especially when Bill from Magical Mouse Radio is in here, my good friend who's a Phillies fan. It's hard to say good friend and a Phillies fan in the same sense, but it is what it is. But anyway, he was one of my all-time favorites to watch. Him and Greg Nettles. You know, I remember the 77, is it RBI leaders tops card with Schmitty and Greg Nettles. I guess it was the home run leaders card, right? It was in 76. They both, it was the home run leaders card. Anyway, one of my favorite cards. And watching Greg Nettles scoop up everything in the 77, 78 World Series against my Dodgers. One of the reasons I'm a fan now. But anyway, Schmitty's a great one. Yes, I have an autographed Schmidt baseball. I gave it to my son. Nice. God was nice enough to give me daughters who don't care, so I got to keep all my stuff. Bot says my favorite player is Justin Turner. One of my favorite players, too. I follow him and even his wife on Instagram. I was so concerned that we might not sign him. It didn't make any sense not to sign him. And I'm so glad the Dodgers kept him. Yeah, again, Bots, being a Cubbies fan, what do you think? I'd love to get your opinion. Do you want them to keep Bryant? Do you want them to keep Baez? You want them to keep Rizzo? I suspect they'll keep Rizzo. I think they're going to try to keep Baez. And I have no doubt that Bryant will be out of there. He's been mad at the Cubbies since he was a rookie, and they screwed with him with the experience time. 13 of you in chat. I'm glad every single one of you is here, whether it's the first time you've ever been here or you've been here a zillion times. I really do appreciate you spending a little bit of your Easter watching some Dodgers and or Rockies baseball with me. Happy Easter. I don't like it when I eat on chat, but sorry, I'm hungry. It's a little oatmeal. Julio Urias all tatted up on the arm. 3-0 lead. It's got to be nice when you're the pitcher. You haven't even thrown a pitch and your team's up 3-0. I heard an announcer yesterday talking about how pitchers don't care, or how people don't care about the stat wins anymore. You know who does? Starting pitchers. All right, let's see here. One of my favorite all-time baseball experiences was being in the front row to the right of the stage in Cooperstown when Schmidt and Ashburn and Whitey were inducted. Yeah, I've told Bill this when I first met him. I've got was that 95, Bill? I wouldn't swear to it, but that pops in my head. I've got whatever that year was. I won it in a contest from CBS Sportsline, too. An autographed Hall of Fame induction yearbook program, whatever they called it, autographed by Schmidt and Ashburn. I don't know where it is, but I should put it on my wall. It's pretty cool. I'm not even a Phillies fan, but it's pretty cool. Was that 95? That pops in my head. I don't know why. Ground ball to short. We are out of there. First inning, come and gone. Dodgers up 3-0. Mr. Bott says, to be honest, I cried happy tears in 2020 World Series when the Dodgers won. Mr. Bott, man, you are going to become my best buddy. I didn't cry, but I could have. Again, I had tickets. Okay, so I had tickets for Game 7. I live in Fort Worth. The game was right down the street. My Dodgers were in the World Series right down the street from me. And I had tickets for Game 7. And we won in Game 6. So it was very weird for me. It's a feeling I'll never forget and I'll never be able to explain. My wife was watching me. Even my daughter was watching me. And they know I'm a huge Dodgers fan. So since 88, we hadn't won. I really wanted them to win. But I also wanted to go watch the game the next night. I wanted them to win. I wanted them to win with Game 7 because I would have got to go. So as I watched them win, knowing I was one game away from going to the World Series, it was very bittersweet. It was very selfishly, I wanted them to win with Game 7. I mean, I still celebrated. I loved it. Hey, Nico the Greco in the house. What's going on, my man? Hope you're having a great Sunday and a great Easter. But yeah, it almost made, you know what, honestly, Mr. Botts, let me tell you the truth. I don't think I've admitted this yet. It made me feel like a poor fan. I really wanted them to win, but I really wanted to be there for it. So, and you know what really stinks? And I didn't think about that then, but I've thought about it now that I've told that story a whole bunch of times. Hey, Jonathan Velasco in the house. Hope you're having a great day. I think the fact that it was so, like, your ticket is on your phone, right? I don't have a ticket to put on my wall. I don't have a ticket to get autographed. I don't have a ticket to show anybody. It kind of sucks. I'm sure I have a screenshot. I'm sure I kept the screenshot, but that's not the same. I mean, I guess it could be like NTF, NFT, whatever, non-fungible token NFT. Maybe I should you know what? I should do that. I should totally do that. I should find my screenshot and make it a non-fungible token. You guys know what I'm talking about? Anybody into crypto in here? Jonathan Velasco says, what's up, Coast? Up to you. Mr. Bot says, I couldn't go to the stadium, so we had a party. I cried, I yelled, yes, I jumped up and down. Yeah, I was downstairs. I was downstairs looking at my TV and feeling very conflicted. Rooting for him the whole time, excited the whole time, but feeling conflicted and feeling like a bad fan. McKistry, who had an inside the park home run yesterday, goes deep. Oh, base of the wall. I thought he might have one 2 days in a row when inside the park went out of the park. Well, actually, yesterday's was out of the park. So McKistry yesterday, am I saying his name right? Zach McKistry? I think I'm saying it right. Tapia goes over the wall to pull it back, right? But it flies out. Tapia actually gets hurt, thinks it's a home run, doesn't know it's on the field. Regardless, McKistry scores with an inside the park home run. And this one, I mean, seriously, it hit the very base of the wall in deep dead center. Kind that you would more likely get a inside the park home run on. Kistry looking good. And it's interesting to me that he's in the lineup today, lefty on lefty. So your eyes up to bunt, obviously. Magic the Mouse Radio says, send me the screenshot and I'll make you something cool in Photoshop. Really? Okay, I will. I'll find it. I can find it during the show, I suppose, right? I hope I have the screenshot of it. I better. Send me the screenshot. Yeah, I'll do that. I will absolutely do that. I got so many things I've told you I would do. I need a bill list. But that's awesome. I did make NFT. I made 2 NFTs of my channel logo just because I wanted to. I don't really know anything about that stuff, but I'll learn. Kind of fun. Julio gets the bunt down towards the third base side. Urias not running hard. Throw him out at first. Man on third. Dodgers up 3-0. To this day, I'm so happy, man. Me too. Me too. I'm not going to lie, says Nico. I do enjoy to go to the Diamondbacks games against the Dodgers and chant beat LA, beat LA. I don't understand why people love to hate on LA so much. I mean, I don't know. But I have been to many a Padre game where beat LA was attempted to be. Okay, let's be real. Then and now, there's more Dodger fans in San Diego than there are Padre fans. So much so that this year the Padres had to put out a note. I think we play them tomorrow. Pretty sure it starts tomorrow. It's this week for sure. The Dodgers versus the Padres will be fun. But the Padres put out a ad in the paper, I think, something to the effect of, hey, Padres fans, please don't sell your tickets to Dodgers fans, so much so that if you stay till the end of the game, they're going to give them a surprise. I don't know. We'll see what that is. Beat LA. Beat LA. Says Disney Blog. My family was from the San Fernando Valley, so I'm a Valley guy. And I love LA. I love LA. Also, you know what I love most about LA? That I don't live there. So it's easy to live LA. Love LA when you don't live there. Sorry, I'm texting my daughter. Anyway, yeah, everybody hates LA. I don't understand why. 10 of you in the chat. I appreciate every single one of you. Again, I've said it before. I'll say it again. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a veteran here, thank you. Appreciate every single one of you spending 1 minute or 3 hours of your Easter with me. Please don't feel bad if you got to come and go. It's Easter. There's other great streams going on. A couple of my friends are live streaming now. I'm never that guy. I mean, I always want a big number. Don't get me wrong. I always look at the number and I want it to be bigger than it is. But I always appreciate every single one of you. And understand if you need to come and go. Bot says, my brother is Angels fan, so when they face each other, Dodgers versus Angels, we kind of butt heads. That's fun. So a lot of my best friends in the world are Padres fans. Again, I'm from San Diego. So, and that, come on, that's fun. Bill, my friend, the Phillies fan, I'm going to have more fun when the Dodgers beat the Phillies this year than ever before because, and last year too. It's more fun when okay, Marvel. I'm Iron Man, Team Iron Man. Why? Because my daughter, who I was just texting, is Team Captain America. It's just more fun that way, right? And the Dodgers and the Angels have a fun rivalry, Mr. Bots. That's a great rivalry. Tell you what, in the Freeway series during spring training, the Angels dominate. Isn't that weird? I don't know why. And I don't dislike the Angels. And I'm not an Angels fan, but I have good memories of ball games there. Yeah, I was just going to say that, Bill. My buddy Bill, who's telling you right now, Mr. Bots, that his son, Bill Jr., played with Mike Trout. He's got some great pictures. Mr. Bots and everyone else, Bill, Magic the Mouse Radio, is a former sports photographer with the Twins, right? And got some great shots and some unbelievable stories. Bill, you're always welcome on. Matter of fact, I'll send you the invite. Don't feel pressure. You don't have to. But I'll send you the invite right now. You want to come on and talk a little Trout? Strike him out, throw him out? Yes, strike him out, throw him out. Betts out at second. I don't know if it was a hit and run or a straight steal, but it did not work out. So we go from nobody out, man on first to 2 outs, nobody on. I like the aggressiveness, though. That doesn't bug me. That doesn't bug me at all. All right, Bill. Sent you an invite if you want to pop in. Again, no pressure. Francisco's in the house. What's going on, my man? Hope you're having a great day. Love the Twinkies. You're a Twins fan? Disney blog? Or maybe you just like Twinkies. Oh, no problem. No problem. Never I have to. Ooh, strike three. Boy, you blink and go from man on first, somebody out to the inning's over. That was fast. Dodgers have 1 hit but 3 runs. Rockies coming up to bat with nothing. Coming into the second. Oh, wow. Mr. Botts, I know Lake Elsinore. I've been to 5 or 6 games at that little park. Beautiful park. Have you been? I'm assuming you've been. Class A California League. Nice. Yeah, I went to a few games. I really like the California League. The minor league baseball is a lot of fun. And that was one of the nicer minor league parks I've ever been in. I mean, it might have been the nicest one, the more I think about it. I don't know that I've been in a minor league park that's nicer. The Angels had the team for a while, but now it's been the Padres, at least recently, I think. Oh, you haven't been yet? Well, you got to go. It's beautiful, beautiful, cheap. At least, I mean, I've been in Texas for 10 years, so maybe everything I'm saying here is wrong now. But it was cheap to go. Good deal on dogs. Great seats. Every seat in the ballpark's close, much like going to spring training games in Arizona. Lake Elsinore is a lot of fun. Really, you can talk to the ball players if that's your thing. A lot of fun. And yeah, Padres single A. Again, they may have changed it, but that was a while ago. So anyway, Francisco, Mr. Bots, Disney Blog, Bill, everybody who's here. I appreciate every single one of you. 15 of you are in here now. On our way to the bottom of the second, the Dodgers are up 3-0 in Colorado. I will not be providing play-by-play. You can watch the game on your own, but I will be having a good time and talking some baseball with you. I was the Twins. Okay, there you go. The Twins spring training photographer for 6 years. Did East Coast regular season games for them in New York, Philly, Baltimore, Boston, Washington. All right, Mr. Botch, you have a great day. If I don't see you again, I really appreciate you hanging in there. Hope you smash the subscribe button. And most of all, have a great Easter, my friend. Tell your girlfriend I said hi. We want tacos. Ooh, as I'm spitting stuff. If the Rockies score 7 or more runs during the game, you get free taco at Taco Bell if you live in the Colorado area. That's pretty nice. I don't think they'll be scoring 7 today, but you never know. Uriah's filthy on the inside half against Charlie Blackmon. You got to love that beard. Gotta love that beard. Let me know in chat. Are you new here? Who's your team? And if your team is not the Dodgers, explain to me why not. Our wedding photographer was a former sports and was President Reagan's photographer. No way. That's cool. One of my daughters is named Reagan. Nice. Sports photographer and Reagan's photographer. That's a good career right there. Holy cow. Nico, are you in California? I'm assuming you are because of that. Although I suppose you could have been a photographer in Washington also. President Reagan, I'm a history buff. I love U.S. history. And I never went when I lived in California to Reagan's library. I wish I would have. I've been to a few. I've been to Lincoln's, a few others, Nixon's. Oh, thank you, Mr. Bot. I appreciate the subscription. I really, really do. Subscribers matter. You know, they're not a good, it's a vanity thing, right? It's not a good, it's not a good metric for how good a channel's doing, but people who create like me, we want more subscribers. We just do. So I appreciate you, Mr. Bots. I really do. Thank you. I was the Arizona Cardinals training camp. No way. Rob, you were too? I know 2 people who were sports photographers and they're both in this chat. Rob, you've done a lot of cool stuff. Guys, I'm talking to Disney Blog up there. His name is Rob. Good guy. He was on my show. Was that last Sunday? Sunday before. One of the last couple of Sundays he was on my show I think it was last Sunday, wasn't it? Creator Talk Live, which will go live tonight. I think my wife is sick, so maybe I shouldn't promote as much in case things change. But more than likely, it will be. It's a show I do every Sunday where me and my co-host Lynn from the Lynn Project talk about this thing that is growing on YouTube and creating on YouTube. And yeah, we had a great conversation with Rob from Disney Blog, who I did not know was a training camp photographer for the Arizona Republic. Very cool. I love that area, as we've said before. Bill from Magic the Mouse says the 2020 Phillies bullpen is starting to rear its ugly head. Oh, yeah, they looked good. I watched the bullpen look really good. Was it yesterday? But that's the thing about a bullpen. You got another game tomorrow. I like Neris. Did Neris get lit up? I've got Neris in one of my fantasy leagues. I drafted Bradley because I've always liked him. But they went with Neris, which I kind of suspected they would, honestly, but I went with the other guy anyway. But I got him too. "13 of you here live watching a little Dodger baseball on Easter. I appreciate every single one of you. If you notice people in green like Bill from Magic of the Mouse and a couple others, that's because they're members of the channel. Thank you for that. They support the channel. They get access to some emojis. I do some live chats now and then and some other fun things. But anyway, thank you for that. Appreciate that. But never a need. Always appreciated. Never a need. Just hang out, have a good time. And let me know who you're rooting for. Please win nice. It'll be interesting to see how the Phillies do this year. I think they'll be all right. They're in a tough division. I think the Braves are the class of the NL East for sure. A lot of people like the Mets a lot. I even like the Marlins a little bit. Ender in the house. I'm simply a lurker. Have to have some background noise during the game. I appreciate it, Ender. Ender, you have a great time, whether you're talking in chat or just hanging out. I appreciate you being here. If you want to tell me more, who you rooting for, who's your team, always love to know. But if you want to be quiet and just hit kickback, that's appreciated too. Smash that subscribe button unless I piss you off, which I may or may not do. I'm a member via my real YouTube account, not my this blog. Oh, I don't. Do I know? Yeah, I guess I have seen that. Yeah, of course I have. Now I think about that. I mean, I have other accounts too, but I don't usually. I guess I have to think about that. If I'm in a chat and I'm not in my Dole with Dad chat identity, then it's a mistake. Like I've got my work account and all. The Dodgers are my main team. Nice. Cubs are my second. Ender, I knew I liked you. You know, I knew a guy named Ender who was a good ball player back in the day. I was a high school coach. He wasn't on my team. He was on, it doesn't matter, but he was a good guy and he was a good ball player. Well, isn't there a Brave Ender in I don't know. There's a Brave with your first name. I'm sure you know. Very cool. I like it. Welcome in. We got JT up to bat against Austin Gomber. Rough last name there. JT sporting the sweet shades. Actually, I kind of hate him. Oh, it's a cool name, regardless, Ender. Whether mama gave it to you or not. Got it, Rob. That's cool. That's cool. 10 of you live in chat watching Little Dodger Baseball on a Sunday, Easter Sunday, April 4th. Can you believe it's already April? Hallelujah, it is. 2020, the longest, dumbest, most stupid, dumb, filthy, idiot, foolish, horrible year ever. 2021 is going to be freaky. Yeah, in Inciarte. That's who it is, Nico. Inciarte. Thank you. Anyway, I'm so glad 2021 is here, and I'm so glad Major League Baseball is playing. I didn't even watch any college basketball this year. Like, not much, none. And I've been having a blast watching the last few games in the Final Four. Well, my goodness, last night's game, the UCLA Gonzaga game, holy moly. If you missed it, you missed it. What classic, absolute instant classic. But my point is, I don't know. Well, I mean, that was probably why the game was so good, but I had so much fun. And I think it was just because they took it away from us. Right. Anyway, Rangers may get a win today. I have my doubts. My Royals are looking really Oh, really? They're looking bad? I believe you. I mean, is the game going on? I am not watching any scores right now. I was watching stuff and I was doing some other work too. And again, my wife is sick, but I mean, I wasn't doing anything for that. Let me see the scores here. Ooh, Rangers up 6-0. Dang. Yeah, again, if you didn't see Gallo's bomb yesterday, it was a nuclear bomb. It was massive. It was beautiful. I love that stadium too. What a beautiful view of the fountains and center and all that. Beautiful. Yeah, the Zags. Here for a moment. Ooh, that center of theirs, he is good. He is filthy on his feet, spinning around like a little ballerina at, probably almost 7 foot. He's from Dallas too, right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Dallas specifically. It's hard if you're a basketball player here in Dallas. It's not really a college for you to go to. UT's down there in Austin. TCU isn't not known for their basketball team. I mean, they've been okay, but not good. Beautiful campus, but you can get a Scully to TCU, you should go. It's beautiful campus and beautiful area. Great education, but not exactly a hotbed for keeping the local basketball talent here. And that one went to Gonzaga. That kid's draining. I loved watching it. He hits the buzzer beater, right? And they said this on the show, on the program, on the live feed. He knew it. I mean, he totally knew it. And I mean, what a dream inducing moment. Not even inducing, dream, something you wanted to do your whole life. And he got to do it, right? Come on. All of us did that in our front yard or our backyard. 3, 2, 1, and him for the win. And he did it. So cool. Loved it. I was rooting for UCLA because I'm an LA guy, but yeah, goosebumps for sure. It was like Hoosiers, right? It was like Hoosiers. By the way, do you know that Gene Hackman hated Hoosiers? Thought it was going to be the end of their career. His career. Told Dennis Hopper, right? Told Dennis Hopper, yeah, we'll never get a job again after this movie. Now it's the movie he's probably best known for, right? Loved Hoosiers. Anyway, college basketball is back. Will Smith pop up out in the left field. Looked like he might have a shot, but he got under it. JT's still over on first. 3-0 Dodgers in Colorado. 13 of you here live and in chat. Trees go boom. That's fun. As soon as I saw the last shot, I said, uh-oh, right? Oh, I mean, he just knew, right? He just knew. By the way, welcome in. Trees go boom. That's a fun name to say. Hey, Mouse Ears and Magic Podcast pops in too. Hey to you. Welcome in. 15 of you in chat. Welcome in. I am glad to spend a little bit of Easter Sunday watching a little Dodger or Colorado Rocky baseball. If anybody here is a Rocky fan, I'll be nice to you. I'll kind of be nice to you. Yeah. Oh, Rob, Hoosiers is the best. Hoosiers is the best. I love it. By the way, the guy who did Hoosiers also is the guy who did Rudy. My two favorite sports. Well, no, Field of Dreams is my favorite, and then those two though. Yeah, Field of Dreams, Hoosiers, Rudy in that order. Yeah. Since it's in my head, what's your favorite sports movie? I just told you mine. Field of Dreams, playing a little baseball in the cornfields of Iowa. Kevin Costner, Moonlight Graham, all that stuff. Hoosiers, come on, Hoosiers, and then Rudy. Come on, you get a Hobbit on the football team, it's a good movie. Let me know, what is your favorite sports movie? Also, did you see the Space Jam promos? I gotta be honest with you, I've never seen the original Space Jam. Isn't that crazy? Muncie, little pop out. Oh, deeper than I thought, but still gonna be a can of corn out in left field. 2 outs, making that left fielder do a little work. JT pretending like he's going to tag up, but no. Classic film, that's for sure. They are talking about just pitching him every Sunday. Who are we talking about? UCLA is over buzzer beaters. Bama hit one to send them in overtime. Sally the Tide convention. Talking about buzzer beaters with UCLA, my favorite one is it's a layup. It's Tyus Edney. What, early 90s, I guess? Pretty sure. 91 pops in my head. I wouldn't swear to that. Something around that time, but Tyus Edney with like 7 seconds left or something like that goes the whole length, throws up the layup. That was beautiful. Got to be Miracle for you. Miracle on Ice. I've never seen it. I hear it's great. Never seen that one. Not a big hockey guy. For the Love of the Game, I've never seen that one either. Isn't that crazy? People say it's good. I don't know why I have him. Hey, producer Preston in the house, my boy, a Dodger fan, my friend Pete's son in the house. What's going on, my man? Hope you're wearing your Dodgers hat. We are up 3-0 in Colorado. I saw you guys were going live. I was watching a little bit, but I was doing other stuff. I didn't say hi to chat. I hope the show went good. You guys had like 100 people in there, so obviously it did go good. That's awesome. The new Space Jam is going to flop harder than LeBron does on the court. Mouse ears and magic. I already liked you, but now I love you. I think you're right, and I hope so. Not a LeBron fan. Never been a LeBron fan, but I knew some things he was doing for the community. I knew the people who I didn't know. I met the people who ran the Boys and Girls Club up there in Cleveland, and he was very good supporter of them. So I always kind of defended him. I'm out. He's pissing me off too many times. Was Rudy offsides? Rudy's never offsides. Rudy can do anything. Casey Bryan, and what's going on, Casey? How are you, my man? Jeff, Dole Dad, happy Easter to you and the family. No, Casey, happy Easter to you. I hope you either had a bunch of peeps or you didn't get to have any peeps, whichever is your preference. I think peeps are disgusting, but jelly bellies are my jam. But happy Easter to you. Space Jam is about to get ruined. I never saw the original. I wasn't interested, which is weird because I'm a Disney guy. So, I don't mind. I like animation. I didn't care. I don't know. Never saw it. But I'm certainly not interested. Paximus in the house. Hey, long time. How's it going? How are you, my man? Paximus is one of my favorite guys. You know what? There's this whole crew of people that I got to know through Pat Flynn. Pat Flynn's live stream, and Paximus is one of them. So glad you're here, buddy. Hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're having a great Easter. Magic the Mouse Radio says Ohtani pitching tonight. It is Ohtani tonight. Great, because so we'll be live tonight for the game, Angels and Sox. I thought he was an early next week start, but he'll be pitching, as Bill just said, and hitting for the first time as a U.S. major leaguer. Bull Durham, great one, Dizzy Blog. Not my top 3, but I mean, probably 4 if I had to keep going. Bull Durham was pretty dang good. My favorite scene, way foul though. My favorite scene is a scene in Bull Durham. My favorite Bull Durham scene is a scene that reminds me of me pitching. So the iconic scene, Nuke Lelouch wants to give him the heat. Costner's calling for the curve. Shakes him off. No, I want to give him the heat. Shakes him off. Bring the heat. So Costner says what he says, tells the guy, blast the home run off the bull. Costner walks out to Nuke Lelouch and says, man, it was like he knew what was coming. And Crash says, yeah, he did. I told him. It's not the same, but it's a little bit like my senior year. I was a little sidearm pitcher. Didn't throw that hard. Oceanside High School, who had Junior Seau on their football team. This is a year later. Junior was already gone. But Maury Paul, who also played linebacker for USC a couple years later, is up to bat against me. I throw what I think is my best pitch, sidearm curve. Curves right across the strike zone. So we're my home park, San Marcos, California. So we have left field fence, then sidewalk, then a street, then planters, then a street, then sidewalk, then the other side of the street, then light poles, then I don't know, electrical wires. Okay, let me say it again. Left field fence, so left field hill, left field fence, sidewalk, street, planters, street, sidewalk, stuff, including light poles, which have electrical wires. I throw my pitch. Maury Paul crush. I hope we've got his name right. Some guy with the last name Paul from Oceanside smashes a home run. He, your pitcher, and you see it get crushed, and you're not going to watch it. You don't want to see it. My buddy Mark Villalobos, hey Mark, how are you? Comes out. He knows that I didn't watch it. Right? He sees the ball go, and he's probably pretty aware that I wasn't watching it. I probably wasn't my favorite moment of my life, right? So he walks out and gives me the ball, and this is much like Bull Durham. Bull Durham throws it in my glove and says, "Over the effing," he doesn't say effing, "wires," and he turns around and walks away. Not cool, right? I don't know that I haven't seen Mark in years. I would love to ask him what made him do. I wonder if he remembers that. I bet he doesn't even remember that. I do. How come we don't remember our highlights? How come we only remember our lowlights? Supposed to pitch on just Sundays. I didn't know that, Bill. That's cool. Good to see you, Pax. Help the channel out. Oh, thank you, Casey. I appreciate that. 19 of you in the house. If you want to hit the like button, I appreciate it. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it helps the algorithm and it makes people happy. If you're brand new here, my name is Jeff. Dope Dad is the channel. We're going to be watching a lot of baseball on this channel. Sunday night baseball is going to be a thing, and it looks like it's Ohtani starting tonight, pitching and hitting, so that'll be a lot of freaking fun. I should change my thumbnail to Ohtani, but that'll be a great time for me, and I hope for you too. We also have a show called Creator Talk Live, so I guess I'm going to be live 3 times today, which I didn't really think about that, but well, that's all right. I was an underhanded pitcher, Jeff. Batters hated me. So I pitched sidearm. I was overhand mostly, but I had a sidearm curve and a sidearm fastball. I probably almost half the time. Yeah, maybe a little less than half the time. Yeah, it's funny too. I wasn't my whole career in high school. I didn't pitch, and then my high school coach, who knew me well, saw me fooling around and yelled at me actually, and said, "If you're going to be doing that, do it for real." And so I did, and it worked out pretty good. It was cool too because you throw sidearm and you look goofy. And I was in the paper like every week because it looked like I was breaking my arm. It was like all mangled. It was, I don't know, kind of fun. When you're 16, what was I, 7, when I senior year, 17, 18, when you're a teenager, that's pretty freaking cool. Moneyball. Oh, Moneyball's a good one, Pax. Rudy Sandlot. Oh, those are all great. I love all 3 of those. Moneyball, greatness. I should read that book. I've never read that book. Sandlot. Oh, Benny in the Jet. I was under. That's cool. Joe Kelly. Yeah, Paximus. See, there you go. Paximus is a member of the channel. Thank you so much, Pax, by the way. Using those emojis right there. Dang over that. I know it was rough. Pax. That mean that's what he said. Mouse Dog. Hey, Walt, what's going on? Good afternoon. Happy Easter to you, my friend. I saw you were at the Poly this morning. One of my favorite places in the world. Welcome in. Boy, your Orioles are looking good, right? How'd they do today? I think they were winning. Let me see if I'm crazy. Baltimore up 10-3, bottom of the 8th. That's going to be a sweep, right? It's going to be a sweep, I'm pretty sure. Everybody say hi to Mouse Talk. If you don't know who Mouse Talk is, that's Walt and or Melissa, but it's Walt. They are awesome, and they are a Disney channel. They're Polynesian today. They're down at Disney all the time. You want to check them out for live streams and fun content. They talk a little sports over on their channel too. Good friend of mine. Wow, that's crazy. So your coach spotted it and made you I mean, I don't know. I guess. I think he was just mad at me for messing around. But it worked out. Yeah. Not a long time. I'm 50 now. I should get over it. Tin Cup, that was fun. Come on. What's the best scene in Tin Cup, right? The contest, right? The guy just turns and I hear they're doing a new Tin Cup, a remake, or I don't know. I guess, I don't know. Is it number 2 or is it a remake? I don't know. But that'll be fun. People always say, oh, they have no new original ideas anymore. I'll be honest. I like all the movies that I really like. I like the remakes. I'm in. I mean, some of them suck. And I like original stuff too, don't get me wrong, but King Kong versus Godzilla, my son-in-law came over and happened to tell me one of the dumbest movies he's ever seen, he said. And he likes dumb movies. Ohtani fan, I'm excited to see it. Would I call myself a fan? No. Am I rooting for the kid? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's cool. It's fun. Baseball needs fun stories like that. When Jim Abbott was pitching, that was cool. We all rooted for him. It's not the same, but it's kind of a novelty. I've seen him in interviews. Seemed like I remember watching the 60 Minutes interview before the guy even signed. I think he was still on Japanese. I think it had been posted, but he hadn't signed yet. Regardless, seemed like a nice kid. So yeah, I'm rooting for the kid. If he goes up against my Dodgers, I hope he gets line drive into the gap all day long. But yeah. Mouse Talk has a great podcast every Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings. And you know what? By the way, you can find that Mouse Talk great podcast on Magic Mouse Radio, I hear. Jim Abbott, right? Wasn't he great? I loved Jim Abbott. You're an Angels fan. There you go. Yeah, I'm an Angel fan, but I love baseball. Okay. Jim Abbott threw that. Well, I guess it was for the Yankees, right? But he threw that no. Was that with the Yankees? Pretty sure it was. Remember that rookie card in 1989? Topps rookie card, Jim Abbott. That was one of my favorite cards. Back to the game, Julio Urias, all tatted up all over the arm, I understand. The neck? Like, how angry do you need to be to get a tat on the neck? Do you have a tat on that? Anybody in chat have a tat on the neck? Ouch. Yeah, he got a no-hitter. Yeah, I think it was with the Yankees, though. Yeah. Anyway, Dodgers are up 3-0 in Colorado. I think it's bottom of third, pretty sure. Dodgers are off to a pretty darn good start. Just like the Baltimore Orioles of Mouse Talk fame. Again, if you're brand new here tonight, Sunday, I don't usually go 3 times live, but tonight I will be. Tonight, Creator Talk Live will be after the Sunday night game of the week. Sunday night game of the week, I will do this for that, on Sunday nights, I will also go live for lots of Dodger games throughout the year because they're my team. Didn't plan on going today, but we did the Easter thing yesterday, and Wipey's not feeling good, so I thought I'd just come up here. Hey, how angry do you need to be to get a tat on the neck, right? I mean, I will never be that angry. Go Astros, Brant. I want you to stick around. I want you to like the channel. I'd love for you to subscribe and be a regular so I can tell you how much I'm going to enjoy your Astros getting buzzed and screamed at and yelled at with real fans in the stands for the first time since those cheating Astros took it from my Dodgers. Brant, you're probably a nice guy, but I hate your Astros. I wish I could change my shirt right now. I've got it looks like Astros world champions, but it says asterisks, and it's my favorite annoy Astros fan shirt. So nothing personal, Brant, but it's not your fault that your team's a bunch of cheaters, but welcome in regardless. Something smells, I think it's here for a moment being rough. Space Mountain Dave Cantrell in the house. What's going on, Space Mountain Dave? Hope you're having a great day. Brant, I hope I didn't piss you off, but it's not your fault your team cheated. But I still hope Carlos Correa, I hope the hole in the side of his helmet gets filled in with baseballs. A lot. It's hard too. I loved Alex Bregman, and I just can't root for him anymore. Pretty funny on social media, though. Think he's probably a good guy. It's got to be hard too when your whole team's cheating. What do you do, right? I'd like to think if my team was cheating, I wouldn't cheat. But I don't know. Susie in the house. Let's go Dodgers. There you go, Susie. My dad's a big Astros fan. It's Ender, I'm sorry. I think Ender, or no, who is it? Who said it? Who's dad? I'm trying to find it in chat. Yeah, it was Ender. My dad's a big Astros. So I was adopted, which made me, my dad could be a Cardinals fan and it didn't bug me. And it wouldn't bug me anyway. But if my dad was an Astros fan, I would just tell people I was adopted. Sorry, Brant. Susie, I love you. Let's go Dodgers. Hey, Susie. Should we sing Never Ending Story? And we get that joke? Maximus. So I used to love Altuve, but freaking cheater. So I'm out. Loved his hustle yesterday, scoring that run. Scored on a pop-up in the infield yesterday. Love his third inning, Jorge. Or George, but I'm assuming that's Jorge. Peanut butter in the house. That's right. My peanut butter. Cheaters. Yes, peanut butter. Looking at you. Thanks. We have at least 2 Astros fans in the chat, or I probably pissed off the one, but that's right. I hope you're still here, Brett. Close play at first, but they got him. Yeah, he's a cheater. That video of Altuve. Let's just go back a little bit. So you hit a home run to send your team to the next level of the playoffs, as Jose Altuve did. Jeff, me, I did that in my backyard as a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 49-year-old. I did that in my backyard throughout my whole life, fantasizing about hitting a home run to send my team to the World Series. Altuve did that, or to the next round of the playoffs or whatever, right? Altuve did that. And what did he do? Did he go celebrate the greatest moment of his sports career with his team? Or did he say, don't take off my shirt, and then run into the park or into the parking lot, into the dugout? Blaming his wife for it, by the way. What a putz. So yeah, I don't root for Jose Altuve. I loved him because he was a little guy who hustled and hit and line drives everywhere. Wasn't it interesting? He went from like 6 home runs to 25 home runs, just like that. Yeah, I'm not down with that. Jeff, I was at the game 4 of the ALCS in Houston. Nice, when the Astros were up by 5 or so going against the Royals, and the Royals came back and won it in 2015. Nice. So again, I'm a Dodgers fan. I was there when I was watching the game in the World Series, Game 7 against the Astros, when Yu Darvish got shelled. And I remember saying to my wife, we were in a hotel room, and I said to my wife, it's like they know what he's throwing. I bet he's tipping his pitches. I assumed that Yu Darvish was tipping his pitches because they were so squaring him up. 2 years later, we learned he wasn't tipping his pitches. They were cheating. But the scandal happened a few years ago, and it's time to let go because the other teams have cheated in similar ways. Brent, you might be right. You might be right. I'm not going to let go because, it was my Dodgers. But you're probably right. I got to be honest with you, Brent, and everyone else. When that happened, Urias, Jorge, is pitching for the Dodgers. When that happened, my first thought was, I bet everybody's doing it. I hope my Dodgers aren't doing it. And I kept my mouth shut for a while. But I remember within 48 hours, it might have been within 24 hours, the Dodgers and everyone else in baseball came out ripping them to shreds, which meant to me they weren't doing it because you're not gonna, unless you're a politician, you're not gonna lie that obviously. Politicians are just allowed to, I guess, but I don't want to go there. But if you're a ball player and you're cheating, you're not gonna. Well, I mean, Rafael Palmeiro did. My assumption is the way they reacted, nobody else was doing it. Urias is pitching today and pitching very, very well. Ender says, I'm pretty new to the MLB, so this is gossip time for me. Oh, yeah? Yeah, so the Astros beat the Red Sox and the Dodgers in the World Series back-to-back years, and it turns out they were cheating. They were banging on trash cans when the video crew out in center field would relay into them fastball or not fastball. And there's tons of proof. Tons of proof, including the Astros admitting to it. We just don't have proof of that because they were given immunity they were basically said, hey, if you admit it, we won't punish you, which totally sucks because the GM, who likely had nothing to do with it, and the manager, who had to know about it, both got fired. Now, the manager's got a new job. He's the manager up in Detroit now, but the GM will probably never get well, I don't know. It's going to be hard to imagine him ever being a GM again. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, I'm not going to be mad at you, Astros fans, but I am going to make fun of your cheating cheaters. I'm pretty okay. I think, where'd it go? Here for a moment. It says, it think what makes me mad about the whole situation, there you go, is they didn't need to do it. They had to, right? I mean, at that level, even the worst player in the league is very, very talented. But I agree with you. But, I've also been there. I'm an old fat guy now, but 100 million years ago and a couple 100 pounds ago when I was an athlete, I've said this. So again, high school baseball, right? So there was this time I remember years ago, I'm stealing second and I'm pretty sure I was out, but they called me safe. And I didn't say, oh no, sir, right? Oh no, sir, they got me. I'm not going to do that, but I don't think that's cheating, right? What they were doing was cheating, using, if you're stealing signs, I used to coach, right? If you're stealing signs, that's not cheating. That's part of the game. If somebody out in the center field has got a video camera and it's got audio, if you're listening in, that's cheating, right? That's my 2 cents. I'd love to know what you guys think in the chat. That's how I feel. Makes you wonder under normal circumstances that Dave Roberts' moves were actually just good point, Pax. So he got crucified. Including by, I didn't, okay, not so much. I like Dave Roberts, and I don't think he's a bad in-game manager, but in the press and in the Dodgers fandom, he's been crucified for a couple years in a row for the moves he made. The Yu Darvish start alone changes baseball history. Do the Dodgers win that World Series if the Astros aren't cheating? I think you can honestly say, yes. It was so close. It was Game 7, and they were cheating. So you won in Game 7 by cheating? Here's how I would say that. They didn't need to because they were that talented, except for they must have thought they needed to because they were cheating. If I'm playing my daughter in Monopoly and I'm cheating, I must think I can't beat my daughter, right? Wait, stop the press. His Dole dad was quiet for a while. Unlikely. Brant says, I will admit, I'm glad you're still here, that they did wrong, but this year the Astros are doing good. You have to give them credit. That's true, especially now that they don't have my favorite player, George Springer. I loved Springer. Yeah, I loved AJ Hinch too. I think AJ Hinch kind of got screwed. I want to believe that AJ got screwed, but I also believe that he had to have known. And from what I've read, and I don't know if this is confirmed or just crap I've read online or what, but apparently he kept telling them no. Matter of fact, there's stories that they went in there and smashed the computers up, and the players just put in another computer. So at some point you got to do, the players have kind of run the asylum, right? I was really happy that the Astros didn't do so good last year. They were under 500, and then they did good in the playoffs. Shoot, they were one game away from the World Series, right? So, but I do agree if they do good this year, they should be given their due. But if I was the Astros owner, I would have broke up the team because they had talent, right? They didn't get anything for Springer. I would have flipped them using that as the excuse. And then you can't be mad at the Astros. Should I be mad at Springer in Toronto? Not really. By the way, I love Springer. I was very, very lucky to have really nice seats for a couple nights in a row his rookie year when he played here. And you could see it here in Texas. Might have been his second year, regardless, early in his career. And you could just see the way he carried himself, the way he smashed the ball. He hit a blast. I think he had a home run and a triple one of the 2 games we were there. So you could just see what a stud he's going to be. And I would say the best power hitting leadoff hitter since Ricky Henderson. We're just going to win it all this year, Peanut Butter. I mean, Peanut Butter, maybe. I think your pitching is probably not going to let you get there. I think the A's are the team to beat in the AL West. But you never know. You never know. Los Dodgers no repartan porque ripper, and I don't know. Adolfo, welcome in. I can't read all that. It's muy difícil for me to read that, but I appreciate you being here, Adolfo. One of my favorite people I ever worked with is named Adolfo, and so I hope you're having a good time in here. Dodgers should have won, in my opinion. I mean, they would have won, I think. Dad, when you stole second base, did they time you with a stopwatch? You know what? Magic the Mouse, I wasn't that fast, Bill. I did okay on the football field. I did okay on the baseball field. But I won that fast. When we ran the 40 time, my senior year, no, excuse me. My junior year, I was a quarterback, okay? My junior year, when we ran 40 times, you go against your positions, and I snuck out a position. I ran with a defensive lineman, and I ran with my buddy Terry. And my buddy Terry, who was a starting defensive lineman, beat me. I'm not kidding. I ran a 5.1 official time. The lowest I ever got was a 4.9. Wasn't that fast? That year, it was a 5.1, and I didn't care. Anyway. But yeah, absolutely they would have. Yeah, I mean, when you run against the speedsters and you're not a speedster, you look slower, right? So I ran against the defensive lineman, and he still beat me. He's my friend too. Jerk. Should let me win. I cheated in Uno all the time. Uno's fun. I've played Uno before. If you cheat though, like, and here's how I feel: if you're an Astro who's got a ring from that year, you know, you're a cheater. You know who got screwed? Verlander, Garrett Cole, anybody on the pitching staff, because they weren't cheating and they were elite. I think that's really the worst thing. How about you're a guy on the team and you're not a cheater? You're Shoeless Joe Jackson, right? They're cheating. You're not, right? And you're never going to be a world champion in the eyes of the public. Maybe you don't care, but deep down, you know that your team cheated that year. That sucks. I think that would be worse than being the Dodgers who got screwed. What say you? Yeah, exactly, Pax. Adolfo, I am sure that is a great point. I got a D in Spanish too, so I got no idea what you said. I love the Astros' new GM, James Click. I don't know anything about him, to be honest. Do you think he will extend Carlos? I think that he will probably not extend Carlos. I don't know anything about James Click. I state that for this reason. Carlos didn't sign the contract that they just offered him, which I don't remember the numbers, but they were good. And Carlos knows that if nobody else signs, he's going into an offseason as a free agent with himself, Trevor Story, obviously Lindor signed, Corey Seager. Who am I forgetting? I feel like there's another one. We said this earlier. Point being, it might not be the best time to be a shortstop free agent, right? Because you're going to have how many shortstops? How do I say this? How many teams need a shortstop? Not that many. So who's going to need one? Well, the teams that lose their free agent, and just a few more. Trevor, Corey, again, Lindor's been signed. Carlos, guys, help me out. Who am I forgetting? There's somebody else. Do the Padres need a shortstop? No. There's a few teams. But if he didn't take it like Lindor did before the season, he wants to roll a dice. And that to me means there's two reasons. Maybe you don't want to be in Houston, right? A. But B, you only get one shot, maybe two, to get a big contract. And so I don't begrudge him that. I also think it was rolling the dice not taking the contract because he didn't have that good of a year last year. He's got a chip on his shoulder and he thinks he's betting on himself, and I kind of love that. But no, Brant, I think that the GM shot his shot, and I think he missed, and I think Carlos is going to test the free agency. Now, it doesn't mean they won't re-sign him in the offseason, but my expectation would be that Trevor and Corey and Carlos all go to the offseason without a contract. LOL, if I ran 40 now, I'd still be running. Yeah, oh man, you get me to run it now? Might be 5 minutes. I don't even know. I would never fast. I'm certainly not as fast anymore. Carlos is offered 125. Yeah, exactly. In Lindor Chocolates, there you go. Hey, Rockin' Robin, what's going on? Is that the same person? I don't think so, no. Are you the same person? Rockin' Robin in the house, what's going on? One of the first people to subscribe to my channel way back when we were doing, well, I guess it was Disney Trivia and Sports, right? Rockin' Robin, a couple, 3-4 years ago, 2 years ago, whatever it was. Whatever it was, I'm glad you're here. Brant, do you want Carlos to come back? You're the Astros fan. You and Peanut Butter are the Astros fans in the chat. Let me know. Did you wish he would have signed it there? Are you hoping they let him go? Are you hoping they get him later? What are your thoughts? I'd like to know. What are your thoughts on Altuve? And do you look at it like I do? There's Peanut Butter. I think Carlos wants to see how the Astros will do this year. I think you're right, Peanut Butter. I do. I think you're right. The AL West isn't stacked. I mean, you got the A's, maybe a little bit on the Astros. Then you got the Astros. Rangers are horrible. You got Seattle, who I do think will do a little better. I really like some of their pitching, but they're not going to be elite. So you're elite. If you're not the best team, you're the next best team in your league for sure. And the Rangers have nothing coming. So they're going to be the bottom of the barrel for a couple, 2-3 years. Seattle's got some studs coming. They've got a couple big prospects. But my point is the AL West isn't exactly murderer's row. So they've got a shot to be good. Peanut Butter thinks that he will be back. I think one of them is going to be a Yankee. I think Torres will slide over. And I think I could be wrong. I thought the Yankees might let DJ go because there's all those shortstops the next year. I know the Yankees have been linked to Corey Seager for quite some time. I don't know if that's just reporters reporting it or there's any truth to it, but I'd like to see, as a Dodger fan, I'd like to see Seager stay in LA, but and then where's Trevor Story go? Is there any chance Trevor Story stays in Colorado? I don't know. Maybe personally he loves the mountains. Maybe he likes being there. But I got to believe he thinks he's going to have a better chance at a ring if he gets the heck out of the Rockies. And obviously Lindor signing in New York means he's off the table, but the Mets don't need a shortstop. Pac says Adolfo was essentially saying the Astros did cheat, but even if the Astros didn't cheat, it wouldn't have necessarily meant the Dodgers would have won. Astros won against my Dodgers in Game 7. I like Story a lot. He's a stud. I don't know him. I know someone who knows his family, and they say he's a really neat kid too. So I hope he gets paid. It's actually a fun story that I'll screw up, but she's a friend of mine who was a member of my board of directors. I run a nonprofit, and she was asking me if he was any good because she knew I was a baseball nut. Yeah. Sorry, he's a stud. He is. You know, he wasn't even the biggest shortstop prospect when he came up. They still have him. The Rockies had and still have a shortstop prospect named Brendan Rodgers. He's been hurt a bunch of years. He was like a single A guy, and he was ranked ahead of Story. But Story was older. My internet having trouble? Make sure my internet is plugged in here. That's weird. It looks like my connection is poor. You guys, hope you're not getting any buffering. I'm hooked up. It looks like all my stuff is good. Regardless, I hope that's not on. I hope you guys aren't seeing that on your end. But anyway, yeah, it was sweet. She was asking me, so is he any good? Yeah, he's very good. This is a couple years ago. I believe it all. Okay, yeah, there we go. Kind of. Am I losing? We have a bad connection here? I'm not sure what's going on. I hope you guys aren't seeing that. Anyway, 15 of you are in the chat here. Dodgers are up 3-0. Chichi Gonzalez, former Rangers prospect on the hill against my Dodgers. JT. Oh, check swing, strike 3. Put him away. Top of 5 in Colorado. 17 of you in the chat. I will be live tonight for Ohtani's. Well, his first ever start on the hill and hit ball game. That'll be a lot of fun. And I'll be doing that every Sunday night for the ESPN Game of the Week. Hope you can check that out if you're a baseball fan. I think you probably are since you're here. And then tonight after that, we'll be doing Creator Talk Live. Me and my co-host Lynn from the Lynn Project. She's much easier to look at on the eyes than me, and she's awesome. And we talk about this thing that is creating on YouTube and growing. There's lots of news this week. We'll be talking about all of that tonight. Kind of uneventful game today compared to yesterday. I mean, there's been some exciting games yesterday. Did you see the little brawl yesterday? Nick Castellanos, Yadier Molina, foul ball. 3-0. Let's go. Yep. Every time you say Dodge or something, you keep cutting out, right? It was weird. Like it did what it does when I'm not plugged in and I'm losing battery, but I'm all plugged in. So I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, there was a fight. Castellanos hit a home run and did a little skip to do my darling down the first base line. Skipped. Day before or 2 days before. Castellanos comes up yesterday, gets drilled under the armpit, walks over, says, hey, you want it back? Doesn't charge, but it was clearly pissed. Moves over to second, moves over to third. Wild pitch. Yadier goes back to get it, makes a good throw to the pitcher, play at the plate. Castellanos dives in safe, gets up, and I believe he said, let's go. I don't know that, but that's what was reported. Yadier didn't like that. The pitcher didn't like that. Bench is clear. Got crazy. Yadier, I love. Big fan of Yadier, but he is in the middle of that stuff a lot. So, yeah, it was benches cleared. The outfielders were going back, to the pitchers were going back to the bullpens. They were all in the outfield, and there was another fight. So, yeah, it's worth watching. I saw Tapia had to leave after he saved that stadium home run. Yeah, I don't know how bad he was hurt, but, you never know. Could have twisted could have hyperextended his elbow, could have hurt his shoulder, could have hurt his wrist. Lots of things could happen there. It was a good one. I was watching the game. It was Easter and we had family over, but it was on. So it was fun. Did you see what I said, Brant? Where'd you go, Brant? I don't know. Did I? Let me go back up and see if I saw what you said, Brant. There we go. No, I didn't, but I'll read it now. I think if the Astros give Carlos number one, somewhere between $200 and $300 million contract, I think he would sign. Also, I'm happy for Francisco. I am too. New contract with the Mets. He got paid. I have only heard great things about Francisco. Obviously, being a great kid. Obviously, he's great on the ball field. I was happy for him. Yeah. And I heard somebody say he's made for New York. I think so. That big smile, that big personality. I think it's perfect fit. We'll see. Yeah, I was happy about that too. I always like when the players get paid. To be mad at a player for getting paid seems backwards to me. If we're baseball fans or sports fans, whatever, do we want the billionaire owners to keep the money? I want the players to get paid. That's why when people bitch and moan about how much they get paid, I'm like, so you'd rather the owner keep it? Because they're not going to spend it on Trevor Story or Francisco Lindor or any of them if they're not making it. They're not going to go. They didn't get to where they can buy a ball team if they're bad business people. So they're making the money. So shouldn't it go to the players? Is your argument really it should stay in the owner's pocket? You want to go spend $12 on a beer and $8 on a hot dog and $40 on parking and $120 on tickets so the owner can get more rich? I don't mind the owner getting rich, by the way. But I want Max Muncy. I want Francisco Lindor. I want Carlos Correa to get paid, not the owners put it in their pocket so they can have a third yacht. I've always thought the argument that the players getting paid was so backwards. Like whether you're a crazy lefty liberal or a crazy conservative righty, whether you're a lover of baseball or a hater of baseball, why do you want the owners to keep the money? They're already insanely rich. Why wouldn't you want the players who we watch to get paid? There's no argument that makes sense to me for the players to not get paid more. I mean, the owners don't have to pay him more, right? So they're only paying him more if they have it. Like they have the money. They're not being made. It's not like some rule or regulation or law. So they have the money. It seems backwards to me. It's always driven me crazy. But there's always people and it seems to me like there's more people who want to bitch and moan about how much they get paid. And it's just jealousy. Let's be real. I mean, I wish I was getting paid $1 million to play a game. Let me turn the Astros game on. Let me see what you got going over there in Houston. 1-0, bottom of first, Astros A's. And you know what? I'm not going to say I'm going to do all the games. I got a full-time job. I got a life. I got family and all that. But I've got the MLB package. On special days, I might do other games. But in general, if you're looking for this, I'll be doing it on Sunday night for Sunday Night Baseball, the game of the week. And I'll be doing a whole lot of Dodger games, especially the weekday evening games when I'm off work and I'm here. So I hope you'll check that out. Anyway, Brant, so I agree with what you said. I actually saw Trevor Bauer take on this to get some insight. But before Bauer's take, I don't think Woodford did it on purpose. What are you talking about, Pax? What did I miss? Agreed, players get paid. Just opened my first beer. Congrats, Mr. Bots. Yay, pay me, says Peanut Butter. Need to head out. Pax, you have a great day. I appreciate you popping in. Thank you. And happy Easter, my friend. The Astros are live. Pax dropping the emojis. Peanut Butter saying goodbye. Timmy in the house. What's going on, Timmy? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're a Dodgers fan, but if you're not, I'll still be nice. Welcome in. Happy Easter and happy baseball. Castellanos. Oh, yeah. The fight. Got it. Chip the Brat. What's going on? Hope you're having a great day. Corona Beer. Should you get a discount on Corona Beer until you get a vaccine? Kind of a weak joke, right? Sorry. Chip, what's going on? Welcome in. Timmy, welcome on. What's going in? I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you're new here, thanks for popping in. I'm a Dodgers fan. Let me know who you root for. I'm a Texan. Lived in California, became a Dodgers fan at a very young age, moved here to Texas, not too far from the ballpark in Arlington, but I'm still a Dodgers fan. Let me know who you root for, how you found the channel, whatever. And I hope you hit the subscribe button if I don't piss you off. That's the end of the inning. We are through 4.5, going to the bottom of 5th. Dodgers up 3-0. Dodgers cruising so far, but this is kind of, well, I guess the 7th inning was the point yesterday where we had a little trouble. Let's check out the scores in the other games, mostly because I wanted. Baltimore's cruising in Boston, up 11-3. I think that's going to be a sweep. The Rangers looks like they're going to win a game, making my prediction of them losing all 162 games this year untrue. They're horrible, and I know because I live here, they got nothing but Joey Gallo. Don't know how they got 6 runs. Maybe Joey Gallo got 20 at-bats. Twins up 6-2, bottom of 6 in Milwaukee. That's a good game. I like both of those teams this year. I think the Twins will win their division. Top of 7 in Chicago. Pittsburgh down 4-2. My Dodgers are beating the Rockies, as you know, because we're watching it. The Astros, Peanut Butter and Brant's team, in the house. No, not in the house. In Oakland's house. Bottom of first, already 1-1. Padres, who did all the damage in the offseason, definitely won the offseason. I haven't won an actual season yet. 2-0 Arizona in San Diego, early, top of 2nd. White Sox are tonight at Anaheim, even though we like to call them LA now because, you know, marketing and such. Apparently Ohtani's on the hill and hitting for the first time. That will be awesome. If you want to know what happened earlier in the day, Philly has already beaten the Braves 2-1. Philly is now 3-0, and the Braves, who everyone's picking to win the NL East, well, not everyone, a lot of people are picking the NL East, including me, 0-3 out of the box. Toronto beat the Yankees to take 2 out of 3 in the series in New York. That's a big deal, too. If the Yankees aren't going to win, everyone's thinking Toronto is the team to beat. And then we got the Cleveland-Detroit game, and it's not letting me scooch over there. So I'll just have you guess on it. I'm going to get caught up. Chip says he's a Jays fan. Nice. Well, there you go. Up 2-1 on the season against the Yankees. That's a good way to start. Let's go Dodgers. I like it. If you couldn't be a Dodgers or Angels fan, who would your favorite team be? An MLB? I mean, I live near the Rangers, so that would be my easiest answer. It's probably not true. I grew up in San Diego. So honestly, if I wasn't already a Dodgers fan, I would have been a Padres fan. All my friends were Padres fan. I grew up in San Diego from the age of 4 through 40. I lived in Southern California, and 35, I lived in San Diego. So if I wasn't a Dodger fan, I would have been a Padres fan because of where I lived. If you're asking which other teams I root for, none. Dodgers. It's easy to be a Rangers fan too because they're an American League team and I live here. But the truth is I'm not. I root for them because they're the home team. I pay attention to their home team. I want them to win because it's more fun. But if the Dodgers playing the Rangers in the World Series, Dodgers. So to say I'm a Rangers fan makes me feel like I'm a liar. I root for them though. And I kind of root for the Padres too, but mostly just because most of my friends are Padres fans. But in the end, when they're playing each other, I want my Dodgers to thump them. Long answer, but good question, Brant. I appreciate that. Peanut Butter says, I'm from Chicago, but raised in Houston. I was excited the Cubs won their first World Series. the year after Houston won their first. Yeah, I always liked the Cubbies. They were fun because they were like the fun losing team, right? And they had the bad luck and all that. Once my Dodgers are out, I still care because I love baseball, but I don't care who wins, right? Like, I guess I like Tampa Bay. So I like Tampa Bay. I love Disney, so I like the Tampa area. I can see if I ever move to Orlando, I could be a Tampa fan because that would be my home area now, and they're not in the NL. But when they were in the World Series against my Dodgers, I'm not rooting for Tampa Bay. I wanted them to get crushed. So Chip says, yes, Phillies are 159 away from 162 and I love it. None. I have Dodgers heart. I like that. My favorite team is the Astros, but the Mets are my favorite. Why is that, Brant? You got New York ties. I mean, the Mets are fun. Strawberry back in the day. I did like Greg Jeffries when he first came up. That was fun. Can't think of it. I guess if it's not my Dodgers, there are players that I'm fans of more than teams. My teams are the Steelers and the Dodgers. Mr. Botts, I'm a big Chargers fan and Cowboys fan. So I definitely root against your Steelers. But I love that you're a Dodgers fan. I wish Tampa would get a new stadium along the bay. I don't know if I'll ever move there. My wife does not like the humidity, but if I ever do, I want them to have a nice stadium too. It's funny too, so here in Texas, again, I don't live far from the ballpark at all. I mean, a half hour, whatever, something like that. Close enough to go to plenty of games. But I didn't go to a lot of games because it's so freaking hot, right? If you're not in April or early May, it's just too hot to go to a ball game here. Now we've got the roof. I think I'll probably go to more games now. I mean, I don't want to sound like a wimp, but it's just too dang hot. Way too hot. Your eyes looking good. Little something off speed on the outside half of the plate, strike 3 there. Your eyes looks real good. Oh, there you go. They're showing the highlights right now of Julio getting the last out of the World Series. Love it. I wish Tampa would get a new stadium. Yep. We love St. Pete. I hear only good things, man. My girlfriend is a Raiders fan. Mr. Botts, here's the good thing. You haven't married her yet. Raiders fans are like people on parole. You never know what they're going to do because they're probably on parole because they're Raiders fans. You can quote me. If you ever moved to Cleveland, would you be a Browns? No, I would not be a Browns fan. If I ever moved to Cleveland, it better be because I got a job at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because I don't want to go to Cleveland. No, would not be a Browns fan. 0% chance. I did like Brian Sipe back in the day. He was a quarterback at San Diego State. Late 70s, he had that MVP year. I kind of rooted for him a little bit because he was a San Diego guy, but I was a kid. I didn't really care. That's my only connection to Cleveland ever. And you know what? Love. What was the team? The Indians when Charlie Sheen was pitching out of the pen for him. I love their stadium. I've been there, both the Met stadiums and their uniforms. And he's player my favorite. Oh, David Wright. Okay. I didn't read that very well. So you love David Wright. That's cool. I went to a conference in New York and they had the Yankees weren't at home. The Mets were at home. And I wanted to go to a game, but I went with my boss and we had things that night. So it didn't work out, or the night that I thought we could go. But I almost got to go to a Mets game, but it didn't work out. So for her, I'm Ulster Raiders. Don't say it ain't so, Mr. Bot. Say it ain't so. Raiders are like rooting for the bad guys because they're the bad guys. Catch you later. My iPad is about to die. No problem. Bill, you have a great day. Magic the Mouse Radio, great play. Guys, get over to Magic Mouse Radio. Here, type into your Google Magic the Mouse Radio, and that's where you can get the best tunes of Disney. If you like Disney music, Disney radio, Disney's gone, but Magic the Mouse Radio is not only surviving, but thriving. Get over there and listen to some Disney tunes on Magic the Mouse Radio. I don't think I'm good at putting together a long sentence and watching baseball because I say something, I know where I'm going with it, and then I see something on the TV and I'm like, oh, I'm not quite sure what I'm talking about. You have a great day, buddy. 19 of you here in chat. I appreciate every single one of you. We're watching the Dodgers up 3-0 in Colorado. I'll be back tonight for Ohtani night, apparently, the Angels and the White Sox. And then we've also got Creator Talk with the caveat. My wife's not feeling good, so if something comes up, we might have to, if she needs any help, I'll probably go do that. But hopefully all that will be just fine. Who's my favorite player, current or all-time? I'll give you both. My all-time favorite player ever is Steve Garvey. Loved him since I was a little boy. Huge fan of Steve Garvey. Wish he was in the Hall of Fame. Current player. Bellinger's the first name that pops out. It's to be too easy to say Betts, right? Bellinger. It's going to be a Dodger always. Bellinger. I really like Austin Barnes. He's only a backup catcher. Bellinger. Yeah. Oh, no, it's Kershaw. Excuse me. It's Clayton Kershaw. But I do love Trevor Bauer. I'm a huge Trevor Bauer fan before he was on the Dodgers. He's just fun, social media, crazy. Love that he puts everything out there. So Trevor, it might be Trevor Bauer. I have to think that through. Kershaw. Who's yours, Brant? Sorry for her. I have to be a Raider. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it, Mr. Bots. Chiefs fans, so a hard nope for the Raiders. Chargers fans, so a hard nope for the Raiders. Here for a moment, you're too nice to be a Chiefs fan. Chiefs have been good lately. I hate it. Hate it. Yeah, I'm a Dodgers are 1. Chargers have been 1A for years, but the Cowboys, it's so hard to live where I live and not root for the Cowboys because I love sports radio. And honestly, even when the Rangers were good, they were in the playoff hunt coming down the stretch run. And you listen to sports radio, the first 4 out of 5 segments are about the Cowboys. Like it's all Cowboys all the time. So, and I root for the Cowboys. I always kind of liked them. I got to be honest with you. It was probably the cheerleaders when I was a kid. And then I kind of rooted for them. I liked Staubach back in the day. I liked Tony Dorsett back in the day. So it was easy when I moved here to be a Cowboys fan. But Chargers are my first football team for sure. And Dodgers are my team by far. It's weird when you move, Very weird. Yeah, and I love it. I can't get, I don't know what's going on with the Chargers backup left tackle. I don't know who their inside linebacker. I don't get the news. I mean, I can search the internet, let you have everything, right? But when you listen to sports radio, you learn about the team that they talk about, right? And it's just, I don't know, the way it's gone for me. Been here 10 years now. And if the Chargers were playing the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, I'd be rooting for the Chargers. But I'd be happy. I root for both. If I had a favorite, my second favorite team and my third favorite team would be the Chargers and the Cowboys, if that makes any sense. And there's not a second favorite team in baseball that comes anywhere close. Gavin hustling down, beating out the throw from, I guess it was from Story. Top of 6, Dodgers up 3-0. 18 of you still in chat. I appreciate every single one of you. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. If you're sick of my ugly face, okay, hit the dislike button. That's mine too. But I'm really glad you're here. We're going to do a lot of baseball this year, a lot of Dodgers, and of course the Sunday night game. If you've been here a while, you've heard me repeat that a lot, but I know people pop in and out like crazy. Who remembers Long Beach Ice Dogs? I've heard of that. My favorite current player is George Springer. Nice. My favorite all time is Biggio. Biggio was fun to watch. I enjoyed him. Started off as a catcher, ended up playing a little outfield, and then moving over to second, of course, not unlike his kiddo who's mashing. So that's neat. So your favorite player of all time, son, is playing with your favorite current player now. Springer playing with Biggio. Kevin Biggio. That's kind of cool. We had the Gulls, Mr. Bots, in San Diego. They were minor league hockey. I went to a couple of games. It was fun live. Rooted for the Kings a little bit when Gretzky was over there just because I was a Southern California guy, but hockey's not my thing. Got a good friend who's nuts for hockey, but not my thing. We love hanging out over in Frisco area, and the Star is pretty nice. The Frisco Rough Riders have one of my favorite minor league hats. I'm a big U.S. history guy, and I love Teddy Roosevelt. So the Rough Riders are kind of my thing. You like the Globetrotters? Nice. Have you ever seen them live? I saw them live twice actually. Once with my dad, and then once as an adult. They're a lot of fun. Amazing basketball talent. I wouldn't want to be part of the Washington Generals. I'll tell you that. I'd get sick of losing. Frisco's nice. My daughter's prom couple 2 or 3 years ago was out in Frisco. Right by the stadium. It was right there. Nice, Bots. Nice. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Top of 6, Dodgers up 3-0 in Colorado. I got no place to put my can. But I do have another. Hitchhiking Bones in the house. What's going on, Hitchhiking Bones? Hope you're having a great day. Welcome in Dodger baseball in Colorado. We'll be live later for the late game, Ohtani versus the White Sox up in Anaheim. I think it's in Anaheim anyway. And of course, Creator Talk Live after that, talking this crazy thing that is growing on YouTube. Astros catcher Jason Castro just homered. Well, he's been with the Astros quite some time. Good left-handed power hitter for behind the dish for the Stros. I think he was with the Twins for a while too, wasn't he? Pretty sure. From the past, all-time Jackie Robinson. I'm a big Dodgers fan. Jackie's one of my all-time favorite players. One of my things that I want most in life is a Jackie rookie card someday. I met his granddaughter twice. Really nice lady. Really, really nice. Worked for the Boys and Girls Club for years, and the Robinson family have a relationship with the Boys and Girls Clubs. Let's see what's going on after this pitch. We'll probably go over the scores again just because I want to see what the update is. Chi-Chi taking his time with the pitch. McKistry grounds out 4-3 to Owings. All right. Top of 9 in Kansas City. Rangers up 7-2. Top of 7 in Milwaukee. Twins are beating the Brewers. Bottom of 7 in Chicago. Pirates down by 2, 4-2. Urias in the 6th inning comes up to bat, so they're going to keep going. You know what's going on with Dodgers here in Colorado. Houston up 3-1 in Oakland, bottom of 2. Bottom of 2 in San Diego. Arizona's still up 2-0. And then you got the White Sox at the Angels later tonight. We will be going live for that game, 99%. Urias, who I don't think knows what he's doing with the bat, but we'll find out together. Pearl says, dropping by to say hi. Hey, Pearl, how are you? I appreciate you staying or stopping in, whether you can stay or not. Thanks for popping in. Cubs are still thriving. Like it. 4-2, let's go. I bought the Jackie Robinson edition MLB The Show. What do you get with that? What do you get with that? I'd be interested, Brett. I have MLB, what do I have? 19, I think. And I've been thinking about, do I want to get 21? I don't play a lot of video games, but I really enjoyed it. Don't have a lot of time, but might go get it. Do I want, Brant, I'm asking you, do I want to go get 21? And what do I get for the Jackie Robinson edition? I'm assuming it's some of the digital cards and some upgrades, but let me know. I'm interested. I almost bought it when it came out, and then I just haven't given a lot of thought since then. It's been a while now, a couple months now, I think, right? Let me know, Brant. I want to know. Do you like it? MLB 21, I mean, and then the Jackie Robinson edition. 28 of you in chat. If you are brand new here, my name is Jeff Dole. Dad's the channel. Do a lot of Disney and a lot of sports here. Talk about other things too. Talk about leadership. Talk about cryptocurrency a little bit. Talking about lots of stuff. But mostly Disney and baseball. Sunday night baseball tonight. Ohtani on the hill in Anaheim against the White Sox. We'll be showing that. Well, we'll be talking about it live. You watch it on YouTube. I'll talk about it here, and we'll just chat in chat. And then after that, Creator Talk Live, we also do a Good Morning Disney show where we talk about the news of the day in Disney. So yeah, let's talk about stuff I love here. I hope you're into it. If you are, stick around. And if you're not, hit that dislike button. That's cool too. I don't mind. Are the EA yearly MLB games any good? I've not. The only sports game I've bought in the last 10 years has been MLB The Show 19. We used to get Madden, but that's because I work for the Boys and Girls Club. I'd get it for the kids. I never played. Bot, you have a great dinner. Thanks for stopping in. If you don't come back, it's been a pleasure getting to know you, and I hope you're not a stranger. Checking my text. I got 12. What the heck? Just Easter stuff. Just Easter stuff. 27 of you in chat. I appreciate every single one of you. I just said this, but I'm going to say it again. If you're brand new here, my name is Jeff. Dole has the channel. A lot of Disney things, a lot of sports things, a lot of other things here. Trying to grow on YouTube together. If you're into that, Creator Talk Live is tonight. 10:30 my time, or 10:30 Eastern time. No, 10:30 my time, 11:30 Eastern time. Anyway, just hit the subscribe button, and if you want to get notified, smash that bell, and they will notify you when we go live. But mostly, just stick around, have fun. I appreciate every single one of you. I don't know Ender. Maybe Brent will let you know. Hoping Brent will tell me about the Jackie Robinson edition of MLB 21. Nice to meet you, Rockin' Robin. Rockin' Robin, if you don't know, is kidding. He's been around here for quite some time. EA games are good. 2K games not good, according to Chip the Brat. Rockin' Robin, if you're old here, I'm ancient. Yeah, I think Rockin' Robin's been a member of or a part of the channel for a couple of years now. I appreciate it. It means a lot. We crazy lunatics who create on YouTube love the subscribers. I'm not going to lie. The number goes up, we feel better. Number goes down, we feel sad. So feel free to hit the subscribe button if you so desire. Chip, I haven't played them, so I believe you. I'm going to go with your opinion too, because I don't know. Looks like we've added 4 or 5 subscribers today, and if that's you, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for hitting that button. It means a lot. Fly ball out to the MVP, Mookie. What are we, bottom of 6? Bottom of 6, 3-0 LA in Colorado. Brant says, MLB The Show 21 comes out the 16th. Oh, okay. Really? I thought it was out. If you prefer order, and with the Jackie Robinson edition, you get the extra stuff, and some of the money you pay for the version goes to the chat. Very cool. I might check that. So I thought it was out. It's about 100, right, Brant? It's about $100. Here, I'm gonna look. Why not just look? I should just look right now. It'll be the show 21. Yeah, the maker of it is San Diego Studio right there in San Diego. I remember. I don't know. I think I watched a show about, maybe it was a YouTube video or I don't know, something about the company. It was pretty cool. That would be a cool business to be in. $60, not so bad. Target's got it for 70. GameStop's got it for 60. Best Buy's got it for 60. Yeah, I might do that. I might check it out. I don't have a ton of extra time, but I stay up late. Well, I think you have seen what? Well, I think may have seen you in Flintstone. Yeah. Rockin' Robin. I might get either MLB 21 or 22, but we'll see. Ender, yeah, I don't know. I might. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know what I'm doing enough to go live and play, but it might be fun. I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. I just, you know what? I missed baseball last year. I mean, I know we got it. We had baseball and Dodgers won the World Series. And I got it. It was a great year anyway, but I don't know. I missed it. I'm craving more. 22 in here. Boy, it's been bouncing around. It's low as 18, as high as 28 a couple minutes ago. If you're sticking around, I appreciate it. If you're popping in and out, I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Jeff is my name. Dole, Dad's channel. Dodgers are my team. 3-0, bottom of the 6th. Dodgers behind shutout pitching. Julio Urias, the guy who got the final out in the World Series last year. For my Dodgers. And you old enough to remember 88, last time the Dodgers won the World Series before last year, was in 88 when Kirk Gibson took Eck deep, just like the Rockies just took Urias deep off the wall, double into right field. Kirk Gibson, that home run off Eck, one of the classic moments of the sport, was the last time my Dodgers won the World Series until last year. And I do think and hope that my Dodgers win the World Series again this year. Comes out April 16th. Why did I think it was out? I feel like I've seen people, I don't know. Is there previews of it? Why? Brant, what's wrong with my brain here? I feel like I've seen people talking about it recently. Did they put out early stuff for creators or something? Like, why do I think I've seen it? What are your thoughts on the new pitcher, Trevor Bauer, so far? I love him, Ender. I mean, he looked filthy yesterday. First 6 innings, he threw a no-hit ball. I've been a Trevor Bauer fan for years. He was a stud in UCLA. Garrett Cole and Trevor Bauer were the 2 pitchers for UCLA. Holy cow. By the way, they hate each other. So that's fun. When he wasn't even starting for the Indians, when he was their 6th starter, I talked about this last night or the night before on my show here. The Rangers needed another pitcher, and there was talk they were going to make a trade for him, and the stupid idiots here on local radio like, oh, no, we don't want him. We don't want him. He's not even good enough for the Indian staff. Well, whatever. A couple of years later, he's been elite last year. One of the great years ever. Cy Young Award winner, obviously. I figured he would sign with LA. He's been a Dodger fan as a kid. He's from LA. It just makes sense. They're great. They've got the money. I mean, why? I see you, Lady D. I think that, welcome in, I'm glad you're here. I think that the odds were so high he was going to sign here in LA. I would have been disappointed had he not. Now, the Mets thought they had him too. And his social media team kind of screwed up there, as we talked about the other day, kind of pissing off New York's fans for the rest of his life. But I love that he's in LA. It's a 3-year deal. So it's not like we locked him up for 100 years. If he loses it, I think the Dodgers win and Bauer wins. The best kind of contract. Everybody, Jeff's personal bullies in the chat, also known as Lady Disaster. My good friend, say hi to her. I'm glad to see you. Hope you're having a great day. Love that you're using the emojis, even though your keyboard must be broke, because I don't know. You must have been trying to say R super, because I see the S and the U, but I don't know. You got to fix your keyboard because it came out suck, and I know you couldn't have meant that. Brant said San Diego Studios does videos every Thursday. Yeah, they're the ones who make MLB. I'm sure you know that. Until it comes out. Oh, okay. So that's what it was. I saw those, I bet. Did you see the play the other night where Altuve scored? I did. See, I don't like Altuve because he's an Astro and because he's a cheater. Sorry, Brant. But I love how he plays. Like, I was a fan of his. That's another thing. That's why I'm still mad at them. I got to be honest. They stole a little bit of, I don't know, innocence. I don't know. But yeah, that was awesome. I love that. That's the kind of ball player I wanted to be when I was 30 years younger and 500 pounds lighter or whatever. So yeah, Brant, I bet that's the videos I saw. That makes sense. Well, that's good then. Then I'm not behind. Maybe I will buy it. That'll probably get me to buy it now. $60, right? Yeah, I might do that. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, welcome in. We got 24 of you in here. It's been bouncing around between 18 and 28 for the past hour or so. Every time I look up, it's been in there. So welcome in. If you've been sticking around for a long time or you're brand new, I appreciate you being here, watching my Dodgers in Colorado up 3-0, bottom of 6. We'll be back tonight, likely for the Ohtani show. Angels versus the White Sox up in Anaheim. And then we got Creator Talk Live. We're going to talk about how we grow on YouTube and what we're doing along there. Look at that on the ad. You got a little Mickey cloud there. Nice. I like it. The Studley Trevor story coming to bat for your Rockies because they ain't mine. Chip says, my dad was telling me about Dimitri Young the other. Dimitri Young is an interesting story. Uber talented. First pick of the draft, right? Tigers? Kind of a head case. Never really. Oh, his brother Delman too, right? Yeah. Highly, highly, highly talented kiddo that had some trouble. Susie, nice to meet you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Susie, I hope you're not a stranger. I hope you stick around and I see your nice name in chat again. But even if it's the only time, I appreciate you spending a little time with me today. Thanks for the kind words. And happy Easter. My friend lives in Colorado and she's a Rockies fan. So we're going back and forth right now. Well, that's fun. It's fun to be friends with somebody who's got a team that's horrible. Lady D, Jeff's personal bully. Is it a secret? Should I stop telling people who you are? Just a tiny touch of love tonight. You're the best. $10 super chat from my good friend and my only bully I've ever had in my whole life. Thank you. You're too good to me. Thank you so much. And that is not a tiny touch of love. That is a huge smack across my face of love, and I appreciate it. $10 super chat. Very generous. Love you to death. Thank you. Love you to death. That's not a very nice thing to say. Love you so much. Thank you. Love you to death. Negative. Sorry. And happy Easter. Sandy Norris, happy Easter. What's going on, Sandy? I never know what to say to those super chats. Always make me feel good. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Never expected, but always appreciated, of course. Anyway, if you're wondering what we do with that, by the way, the money that comes in from members of the channel or for ads from AdWords or from super chats or from the super stickers or any of that stuff or the Patreons or any of that stuff, it all goes to one of two things, either back into the channel. So like I bought this book that's right here. I've got stuff piled on. I'm not going to show you the lighting, the cameras. There's memberships to stuff you got to have, TubeBuddy, things like that. So I put it all into that. And or if there's anything left over, and there has been lately. I know, right? I don't want you to die. That was horrible. I don't know why that came out that way. And then I put other stuff in the stock market, which I like to play. By the way, Ethereum going through the roof. Was it like 1,800 on Friday? It's at like 2,100 this morning. Bitcoin going through the roof. And by the way, they're still going to go up. So there's still time to get in. But love that. I'm a buyer of Disney stock too, that kind of stuff. Trying to get enough money I've got 3 grandkids. I've got 4 daughters and now 3 grandkids. And I'm hoping when a couple 10, 20 years, I'll be able to take them all to Disney a whole bunch. Hopefully with the help of this channel, right? Watching church online most of the day. Nice. Our church does some online stuff too. That's nice, especially in this past year, right? So good for you, Sandy. I am Jeff's friendly personal bully. The only kind I've ever had is you. So you're the best kind. I appreciate it. Anyway, thank you. I'm making myself laugh now. Carlos Estevez on the hill. I think that might be Charlie Sheen, right? Because isn't Charlie Sheen's real name Carlos Estevez? Should we be singing that? Does anybody get that joke? Major League. There's another sports movie that we didn't talk about. Mookie up to bat, not looking happy with that call right there. Looks like he needs a shave too. What a trade for my Dodgers. They got Price, who looked horrible yesterday, and Mookie from the Red Sox for Jeter Downs. Yes, Jeter Downs and Alex Verdugo. Not sure what Jeter Downs is doing, but Alex Verdugo is starting out in the outfield for the Red Sox. But man, did the Dodgers get a win with Betts. Can't imagine being a Red Sox fan and watching Betts win the World Series with the Dodgers last night. He was unbelievably clutch against the Padres in the playoffs. So ground out, threw it away. Betts, they throw it away. Betts rounds first to go to second, and the Rockies had it backed up. They threw him out easily at second. That's no fun. 20 of you in chat still. Thanks for being here. Dodgers just running on the base pass poorly. Top of 7, 3-0. Good guys. And I can't spell tonight. It's your bubbly spirit. Oh, I feel tired today. It's your bubbly spirit that makes my typing skills go right out the window. You're sweet. I'm not feeling very bubbly, so I'm glad to hear it. I'm sleepy. I was just thinking when I was announcing I got 2 more shows to go, I'm like, oh, will I make it? I'm tired. My wife is sick. So she didn't sleep very well last night. So I'm a little tired. So I don't know. I'm hoping I make it through the next 2 games, but whatever. Having fun right now as my Dodgers are up 3-0. Spelling's overrated, by the way, Jesse. Just saying. Most things have a spell check. We don't have spell check here, right? That's what we need. We need spell check for chat, said nobody. AJ Pollock 0-for-3. No damage so far on the young year. Yeah, thank you. We had an employee who got pretty bad sick, like pretty bad. Fever, stomach pain, throwing up. And she must have shared it because wifey got it too. So yeah, that's no fun. No fun at all. So hopefully I'll keep the heck away from everybody in the house and not get sick. Because that's no fun. It's horrible to be sick, but it's not worse. It's different, but it's rough when, people in your house are sick. First of all, you don't want to get it yourself, right? And then what can you do for them? It's hard. Oh, which little one? We got a few. The grandbabies are with their mommies and daddies. And then I got my 4 daughters. The 2, I don't know. My 2 kids are doing whatever they're doing downstairs and running around. But the grandbabies are with their mommies and daddies today. Yesterday, I do have some content. If I get off my rear end, it'll be a pretty cute Easter stuff. I don't know that my channel knows Grayson very well. But Grayson is my first grandson. He's 4, and I got quite a bit of video of him finding eggs yesterday. So might put out a cute video. May have had someone dress up as Easter Bunny. May have been super cute. We'll see. I might do that. 26 of you in the house. I appreciate every single one of you being here. Thank you so much for stopping by. If it's your first time here, hello. My name is Jeff. Dole Dad's the channel. Justin Turner's the hitter in the Dodger game, up 3-0 in Colorado. What are we? Top of 7, right? Yep, top of 7. Good guys are winning. Likely be live tonight for the Ohtani show. Angels and White Sox tonight for the Sunday night game of the week. And Creator Talk Live, my show where me and my good friend Lynn from the Lynn Project talk about all things Creator Talk, growing on YouTube and the other internet things. D2 or R2 or whatever the heck Her number is, I keep forgetting. Everly is the one you see the most on my show, E2. We watch her sometimes when we can. A lot, actually. And she's E2 because Emberlyn, Emmy, E1, they're born within like a day, right? Of each other. And they look exactly alike the first couple days, right? Because babies do. And one's Emberlyn and the other one's Everlyn. So I just decided, all right, E1 and E2. And it stuck. Come on, San Diego, get it going. What's going on in the Padre game? Let's check the score since Chip's got me thinking about it. San Diego down 3-0 top of 3. Arizona tacking on a run. JT strike 3 ending the top of the 7th. Going to the bottom of the 7th. Time to sing a little Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Rockies, 2 hits, no runs. Dodgers, 2 hits, 3 runs. It's been a good game, actually. Yeah, that's why we named them E1 and E2. So Emmy is E1, Everly is E2, and Grayson's just Grayson, which is plenty good. It's so funny, too. So Grayson is a little tornado of fun. Everything makes him happy. So just excited about everything and crazy loud and crazy happy. His little sister barely has emotion. Not unhappy, but doesn't smile much, doesn't frown much. It's just mostly just watching what's going on and quiet as a pin drop. And he is more Tasmanian devil. They make quite the pair. It's pretty funny. I'll be right back. Need to see what this weather alarm. Uh-oh. Weather alarm. Where you at? I know you're in Weather Alley, one of the weather alleys, but you're not Tennessee, are you? I don't know. I hope it's nothing serious. "21 of you here live. Welcome in again. If you're brand new, my name's Jeff, Dope Dad's channel. A lot of Disney content, a lot of baseball content. Do go live with my good buddy Pete McDevitt, the Pete McDevitt Show, on Thursday nights during football season where we talk football. We will have some draft specials coming up over on his channel. That'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, go live with a lot of Disney stuff in the mornings. Good Morning Disney before work on the weekdays. We didn't the last couple of weeks. We went to Disney and then we just took a break. We had some weird schedule stuff, but we'll get back going on that. I cover weather global. Yeah, I was going to say, is it something you're just following or is it something by your home? I didn't forget. I just was wondering if you meant it was nearby. Spaceball content. I mean, that's not bad. Spaceball content. I would do that. Spaceball. Yeah. So we love weather. My bully is my buddy. And she's very into weather. And we're going to talk about it. Maybe live, maybe with you guys someday. But, I've gone to the class where we get to become a weather watcher and all that. I'd like to do it again, frankly. From being from San Diego, we didn't have weather. Moving out to Texas, boy, do we ever. So that's a lot of fun. I really like it. As long as nobody gets hurt, nobody gets sick. I like it. Took me years to finally hear a weather alarm for real, other than like the tests. Couple, maybe 3 months into living here in Texas. Again, we've been here about 10 years. I got a picture outside my window of, a rope coming down. And then I didn't know anything. I'd never seen that before. I never saw it on TV and certainly never saw it in my freaking front yard. And I got a picture and it was on the weekend. I don't know if it was Saturday or Sunday, but it was on the weekend. And then I went into work and I had a meeting with my board president to start the week off. And I said, hey, look at this. Was this a tornado? And he said, well, did it touch the ground? If it touched the ground, yeah, it was a tornado. And that weekend and that conversation really got me kind of to fall in love with weather. I always liked it, but we didn't have any. Like when I lived in San Diego, you look at the radar, on your phone or whatever. We would sometimes get dark green. Sometimes we get green. And when it was dark green, we go, oh, look, this is heavy rain. Now they got colors I didn't even know existed out here. I lived in Fort Worth. So anyway, I've kind of fallen in love with it. It's, I don't know. It's exciting. It's fascinating stuff. 13 or 14 of you in here. Welcome in if you're new or if you're a veteran. I appreciate every single one of you. We are in the bottom of the 7th here in Colorado. They're in Colorado. My Dodgers are up 3-0. Ender says, I was born in Louisiana. I love your state. I love the look of your state. I love the food of your state. I love the people of your state. I've only been 3 or 4 times. I'd like to go more. I'd like to visit there. Such a fun. I mean, New Orleans is amazing. And then the, I don't know, the outskirts. I'm talking about the country part of Louisiana. I just think it's beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. I heard the weather alerts every other week for flooding and tornadoes and hurricanes. I mean, flooding, yeah, you guys are like under sea level, right? At least down there in the south. I don't know. I guess probably up north in Louisiana, it's probably not sea level by any means. But I mean, Louisiana is below sea level, right? Do I have that? I think they are, which is crazy. I mean, you're right on the water. Dude, there's already been 147 confirmed. Wow. Has there really been 147 confirmed? We had a couple here. Robin, I would. I want to. I want to. I would love to do that. I will do that someday. Shot in left field line by Blackman. Looks like it's going to be foul. Oh, it is foul off of, is that Pollock? Off of Pollock's. Is that Pollock? Yeah, off of Pollock's glove there. Couldn't tell. Thank you. You missed it. The southern half. Yeah, the northern. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, Ender's got to be higher, right? Still beautiful, though. When we drive through on our way to Disney, sometimes we'll just stop somewhere. It's beautiful. We did I was at a conference in New Orleans a couple, 2, 3, 4 years ago with that same board member that I mentioned that's family knew Trevor Story. Same lady. Anyway, we went on one of those tours and go out, I guess, on the bayou. Anyway, it was to see gators. It was so fun. Not on the real loud.
Reagan, please come here. Not
on the real loud air spinner thingies, but on more of a calm boat. But it was so fun. I saw real live gators. I mean, hundreds of them. It was amazing. Why am I telling you that? Oh, because Louisiana, such a fun city. I tell you what, or such a fun state. The restaurants that I've eaten at in New Orleans, A+. I'm gonna go take him out. Oh man, I would love that. Just say I would love that. I would love that. Someday, I will do that someday. I used to watch those shows. I don't know, TLC or whatever channel they are, and watch the Reed Timmer and his tank thing and all those guys. I don't go on Twitter a lot, but a lot of the follows I have on Twitter are those weather people. So fun. Miss the food. I mean, New Orleans has good restaurants. Good restaurants. And we got some Cajun restaurants here in Fort Worth that we go to. We got one right down the road that I never go to. I should go to, but I love that kind of food. Currently living on the East Coast, says Ender, and it's not the same. Yeah, whereabouts? Yeah, I'm a Southern California boy in the middle of the nation. Grew up in San Diego, now live in Fort Worth, Texas. Haven't been to the East Coast much. I've hung out for a couple weeks for Orlando. I guess that's East Coast. And I did a week at a conference in New York. Did a vacation in New Jersey when I was right out of high school for a baseball card convention, the National Baseball Card Convention. I think that's it on the East Coast. I think that's all of it. Astros up 5-1 now. Nice. Good for you, Brent, and or Peanut Butter if you're still here. Do you want to kiss the NATO? What? Kiss the NATO or just be close enough to see it? I just want to be close enough to see it. I am not a big kisser of things that can kill me. I've never seen one live. I mean, that rope that was coming down, I guess to be called a tornado, officially, it's got to hit the ground, right? And it never did. Well, at least not where I saw it, right? We had a very large tornado go through the town where I work, and it destroyed stuff, and that was a big deal. That was a huge deal, but I didn't see it. It was actually on a Friday afternoon, and I guess it happened on the way home, because when I got home, I was watching the news, and one of the first things that I saw when I turned on the news, because obviously, you're watching the news, it was a big day. There was tornadoes in the area. It mentioned the city that I work in got hit, and so then we drove back in. That was a crazy couple days. But no, I never saw it. And yeah, I'm chicken. Are you kidding me? But a lot of my friends, a lot of my neighbors here have seen them, but I have not. And up until we moved to this house, which has been a year and a half now, I had never heard a weather siren for real. Obviously, they test them sometimes. But hey, take cover. The first time I ever heard it was actually the day we were moving by car from the house we were renting to this house. We had to pull off on the way. It's not that far. It's like 20 minutes, maybe. I don't know. Something like that. And we didn't make it here. We had to pull off. It was a very tornadic day. And we had all our stuff and the dog. It was crazy. That was the first time I heard one. And I've heard them twice since. So in the last year and a half. I had to take shelter twice now. That day in the car. And then once here at the house. Never got hit and didn't see him. Virginia, this will be my 3rd year. I don't know what that means. All right, bottom of 7. Urias still throwing a shutout for the Dodgers in Colorado. It's hard to throw a shutout in Colorado. Bauer yesterday got to this point with no hitter into the 7th, and then he got lit up pretty good, and Price got lit up pretty good. Urias still in there. I suspect this will be his last inning, but he's looking pretty filthy so far. I got all night if you want to do something tonight. I might. So tonight I'm going to be going live for, well, I guess tonight wouldn't work. I got the next game and Creator Talk, depending on how Paul is doing. I should have a good week, though. One weekday this week. I mean, I've got work and stuff, but I don't think I have anything at all in the evenings this week. Pretty sure I'll be doing baseball, but we can do something this week if you want. I'll message you or message me or Instagram me or whatever. That'd be fun. I love that stuff. Talking weather. Yeah, again, grew up in San Diego. I didn't even realize some of the weather that is normal out here being Texas. I mean, couldn't have been more spoiled weather-wise. High lazy pop up to center. CT Chris Taylor ends the 7th, right? So we're going to the top of the 8th. My Dodgers, the good guys, up 3-0. Both teams only with 2 hits. Urias is not one of the next 3 hitters to hit, so he might last into the 8th inning. We shall see, but I suspect we're probably done with Julio. 19 in the house. I appreciate every single one of you for being here. Thanks for being here. Smash the like button. I never remember to tell people that. I don't know. I don't think of that. I should see. See if it'll even tell me how many people. Most people are looking at that all the time. It's like we got 25. We got one of you who disliked it. Sorry. It's not me, it's you. But 25 of you hit the like button, and I appreciate every single one of you. If you want to hit the dislike button, that's okay. I don't mind even a little bit. But I do appreciate you hitting the like button, and thanks for being here. If you've been here for 1 minute, if you've been here for the whole time, if you're a member of the channel, or you're just somebody who's checking me out for the first time, doesn't matter. I appreciate every single one of you. Members of the channel are the people in green, like Jeff's Personal Bully and some of the other ones. They get access to some fun emojis. I haven't updated my emojis in a while. I should do that. And some other things, including I used to go live on Fridays just for my members. I haven't been doing that. I haven't done it since the new year, but that'll be coming back. I'm trying to get my schedule set. I don't think Fridays are going to work for me, at least not in the near future. But we'll figure something out and get that up and running for the members again. But again, whether you're a member of the chat or the channel or you're brand new here, I appreciate, again, what we got, 17 of you hanging out on an Easter Sunday, watching a little baseball and chatting it up with me. Maybe add a Boo Astros emoji. Ender, that's so freaking good. I'm going to write it down. If I can find my pen. I'll remember. Here, you know what? I'm going to open up yes, let's do this. Astros cheat emoji. I think when I think I'm at like 30 something members, and I think when I go to 40, they add a 1 or 2 I can add to it. If that makes any sense. So I think I'm close to being able to add another emoji for that, but I can just pull one off. But yeah, Ender, I'm going to do that. That's hilarious. I love that. Branton Peanut won't like it as much, but the rest of us will love it. Robert Stevenson coming in for the Rockies. I say that because he was a hugely well thought of prospect for the Reds a few years ago. There you go. Jeff's Personal Bully doing the good deed of dropping a bunch of the emojis. So we got there. We got a little baby Yoda. We got a pineapple, right? We got a monorail. We got a castle. We've got it's a coaster. All kinds of fun stuff. My Creator Talk. Yeah, see, I can get rid of that one. I can get rid of the Creator Talk one. Yeah, that's probably the one I'll get rid of. The first one she used is the little cute Grogu Baby Yoda with Dole Whip. Dole Dad. See. But yeah, I think an anti-Astros one makes a lot of sense, especially for this baseball show. Will Smith, not the French Prince of Bel Air, up to bat. Do you know there's 2 Will Smiths, both in the NL West? The Giants reliever and the Dodgers catcher. Will Smith faced Will Smith last year. That was something. Getting jiggy with it on the hill. Stevenson against Smith. Dodgers up 3-0. Julio Urias has been on the hill for the Dodgers, looking filthy all day long. My Personal Bully dropping all the emojis in the chat. Again, smash that like button and or the dislike button. That's fine too. Actually, tonight on Creator Talk, one of the topics that we will like. Oh, blast. If that's fair, that's gone. Blast to left field. I think it's fair. Yep. Yes, Will Smith gets jiggy with a deep blast to left field. Home run. Gotta love Will Smith. Will Smith, the Dodger. Will Smith, the actor. Not so much the Giant. But this one goes deep, taking the Dodgers up to a 4-0 lead. Exactly, Rockin' Robin. Anyway, I think we'll be talking a little bit about the dislike button on, ooh, look at the slider. You can see the dot. Sweet. On tonight's Creator Talk live show, they're talking about doing a little something with getting rid of like the dislike button. Talking about YouTube. So we'll talk about that. That'll be one of the conversations we have tonight. Again, assuming we do the show, wifey being sick. When this is done, I'm going to see how she's doing before we determine anything. But if wifey's still good and I don't need to take a nap, we'll be live for Ohtani, the Angels versus the White Sox, and then Creator Talk Live also. I've never gone live 3 times. I didn't plan on doing that, but my Dodgers were playing today and I just wanted to. Yes, Chip knows 4-0 good guys. Stevenson comes in and gets blasted. Muncie up to bat now. Sounds like YouTube is scared of its people. You think that's what it is? I think that people get really, sorry. It's like the bully thing. I don't mind if you hit the dislike button. It doesn't bug me, but it really upsets people. Like people get really upset. Also, what I've read is that lots of people, so there's the people will have 4, 5, 6, 10 accounts. And then they get this little group of people and they're like all these trolls, right? And they raid people's channels and give them a whole bunch of dislikes. And it doesn't affect people except for hurts their feelings, I guess, right? Which I don't care. Feel free to hit the dislike button. I don't care. Because it doesn't hurt me at all. It tells YouTube, the algorithm, that when on that account, you don't want to see that kind of content. So it's less likely somebody who doesn't like me will see me. That's a good thing for everybody. So there's no negative to the creator, except for there's people who are less self-confident than me. Arrogant was probably the word I should have used. And their feelings get hurt. I mean, I don't like to get the dislikes, but I don't care. I mean, I don't care. I like the likes, but they're really just like a subscriber. It's like a number. I got 20. I got 100. I got it's just, it's a level of how many people are in the show. See what I'm saying? If the show sucks, you're going to have 2 people in it. If the show doesn't suck, I mean, if you're being boring or whatever, you see what I'm saying? So the dislikes don't hurt the creator except for if it hurts their feelings. That was a long way of saying it totally doesn't matter. But again, it matters for you. Like, so if I'm on, I don't know, Johnny Depp's channel, if I'm on Will Smith's channel, that's better. He's actually got a channel. If I'm on Will Smith's channel and I hit the dislike button, it tells the algorithm for me that it should show me that kind of content less. So it affects what the person who hits the button sees, not the creator. Like as a creator, I don't want, like if Jeff's Personal Bully doesn't like my content, I don't want Google or YouTube, in this case, YouTube, showing my bully, right? Hey, this is working pretty good. My content, because it's less likely for them to hit the button and come see it. I want them to send it out to people who will see it. So when you hit the dislike button and you don't like my content, it helps me. I guess we're not going to talk about it tonight because I just did. But that's the kind of thing we're going to talk about on Creator Talk Live tonight. Yeah, there you go. Why am I telling you that? How did that come up? I don't know what. One of you said something. Will Smith does have a YouTube channel, a very successful YouTube channel. Will Smith, the actor. No, that guy. And he's pretty dang funny. A couple years ago, he exploded. He started his channel a year and a half, 2 years ago, and it went through the roof instantly. A lot of creators didn't like it because he was super famous. If you're super famous and you don't have a YouTube channel, you're an idiot because you can make real money through the ads by putting up content. Like, I mean, anybody who's famous, they don't have a YouTube channel, they're just stupid because it's a good opportunity. I mean, if it's a good opportunity for me, it's a good opportunity for Will Smith. My goodness, right? I hope that makes sense. So yeah, check it out, Rockin' Robin. I am sure I'm subscribed. I don't know that I am, but his stuff is actually really good. Chip the Brat says, I love when people come into a reaction stream to a game and they're like, show the show when it says no. I know, right? Will be showed. Yes. So I didn't do a lot of it last year because the year was stupid. But 2 years ago, when my channel first started to grow, it really growed. It really growed. It had some success with going live with football and with UFC. And the football people or the UFC people really got mad. Like I had a UFC a couple of years ago. I haven't done one in a while. I should do those again. Where I had a couple hundred people in there live. It was fun, right? And you get a bunch of new members or a bunch of new subscribers and all those things, right? And then they're mad. A, they'll come in and they're mad because I'm not cheating. I'm not giving them an illegal stream. And then B, I talk about Disney on my other channel. So, you got to tell them up front what it is. But again, it doesn't matter. It's like if I sell pizza and you come into my store and you're like mad at me because I don't have a roast beef sandwich, I don't care. It doesn't bug me. I mean, I can give you directions to a good place for a roast beef sandwich, or I can laugh at you as you yell at me. It doesn't matter, right? Come to my channel. Maybe you like it. Maybe you hate it. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's like if you go to ABC and you turn the channel and you hated it, does it bug them? Of course not. So Chip, I agree with you. I don't like your content. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. I know Will Smith has TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. I can't stand the TikTok that I see being on Instagram. I even hate the TikTok TV commercials, but man, I'm the only one. Y'all love TikTok. So you go to it. I mean, when I was 19, man, little 19-year-old girl with the abs, I'd be down. But I know that's not the only thing on there, but not my thing. Not my thing. I seriously, I even hate the TikTok TV commercials. But I'm sure most of you have it and love it, and God bless you. You be you. Plenty of things I like that you don't like, I'm sure. So that's okay. Base hit up the middle. Crazy hop. Did I hit the mound? That must hit the mound. Yeah, I don't use it either. Jeff Sales Pizza. I'm going there to get donuts. What? Jeff Sales Pizza. I'm going to get donuts. I don't know, but now I'm hungry. I'm not a big donut guy. I'm actually not a big pizza guy, but they both sound good. Cranberry juice skateboard. I know, right? I don't get that though. Why is that fun content? I mean, I mean, okay, funny, but I don't get it's like a worldwide. I don't get it. And the TikTok thing, it's like creators for people who don't know how to create. Am I going to piss people off by saying this? I might. I don't know. It all looks the same to me. And by the way, lip syncing, I'm going to piss somebody off, right? I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Lip syncing, not a skill. Lip syncing, not something anyone on the planet enjoys watching. Am I wrong? Maybe I must be. I'm clearly wrong, right? Clearly people like to watch lip syncing. I'm not among them. If you're selling lemonade, I'm asking for grapes. I like that, Ender. I'm not selling either. I like lemonade, but I don't like it as much as most people. And grape juice is ugh. Fermented grape juice, not so bad though. But that's a different conversation. Jeff, Robin was saying if you sold pizza, they were gonna come order donuts. Yeah, exactly. I know. Sheesh, man. I was there. I was there. I was following. You're not my bully. You're like my coach. Jeff's personal bully coach / coach. Yeah. Anyway, what do we got? Top of 8. Dodgers up 4-0. Good guys. Looking good for the win here in Colorado. Let's check some scores. We got 19 of you in the chat. I appreciate every single one of you. If you're brand new here, welcome. My name is Jeff, Dole Up Dad's channel. If you're a veteran here, I'm still Jeff, and this is still Dole Up Dad's channel. 8-1 Minnesota over Milwaukee right now. Top of 9. Houston up 5-1. Top of 4 in Oakland. Top of 4. Arizona up 3-0 against the Padres. Tonight at 8:30 Eastern time, 8:37 if you want to be exact. Angels at the White Sox. We'll be covering that here live, probably. Check that out. Phillies already beat the Braves 2-1. Toronto already beat the Yankees 3-1. Baltimore completes the sweep in Boston 11-3. 3-0 on the season for the Orioles. 0-3 for Boston. Detroit was going for the sweep against Cleveland, but no, Cleveland took it 9-3 for their first win of the season. And the Reds blast the Cardinals in Cincy 12-1. Good stuff. Good stuff. Stevenson for Colorado on the hill here. Can't throw a strike to my Dodgers, making it for a slower inning. Oh. Smash that like button if you haven't already, or hit the dislike button. If you're a dislike guy or gal, I hope you're having a better day. Have a better day, but I certainly don't mind. Smash the like button twice if it makes you feel better. Cubs are done 4-3. Rockin' Robin says, Bully, can you clip that slap for dad builds? Can you clip that slap? What did I say? Did I say something? I don't know what I said. No clipping things for dad builds. I still don't know how he got me saying something about a pinprick or something. I don't know what the heck I said. I don't think it was me. I don't remember saying that ever, but apparently I was talking to Kelly and or Taylor, but I don't remember, but whatever. When you go live for a bunch, you say a lot of stuff. Who knows? 15 of you still here in chat. We've been bouncing around from around 14 to around 28. I think was the high. And I appreciate every single one of you. A little lazy fly ball. Going to end the top of the 8th for the Dodgers. Heading to the bottom of the 8th. Rockies down 4. Got some stuff for you tonight. Have I told you? Creator Talk Live and the Ohtani Show. Shohei Ohtani apparently pitching and hitting for the first time as a major leaguer here in the United States of America. I believe he did it plenty of times in Japan. Actually, I might be wrong on that, but I think he did. And I think it's exactly what the Angels should do with him. Let him go, man. Let him go. See what they got there. As a pitcher, he's pretty good. As a hitter, he's pretty good. But he could be elite. Let's see. I think it'll be fun. And I don't think the Angels are going to win this year, although they seem to think they have a shot. I've never thought holding back an athlete was the way to go, though. That's for dang sure. So anyway, Dope Dad's channel. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new here. If you want to check out the membership, there's a lot of fun stuff, including the emojis. If you want to support the channel that way, I always appreciate it. Get the Patreon and all that stuff. Not begging for money, just giving you an opportunity. Always love to give people an opportunity to say they want to support the channel. Love every single one of you. What I really, really want you to do is just sit back and enjoy the show. The best thing you can do for this channel or any channel that you enjoy is just simply watch it. But if you want to do something extra, we allow that too, and we love it. Hope to see you guys tonight. What did you do for Easter? I asked earlier in the show. I'm going to ask you now. Let me know in chat. Did anybody have a Easter egg hunt? We did at my house. It was all yesterday, though. I think it was better for us. I mean, it certainly was better because my wife ended up getting sick, but it was a lot of fun in our backyard, having the little grandkids run around. It was pretty dang cute. And again, I will probably do a video. Doubt I'll be doing it tonight, honestly, because I've got 2 more streams. But it might be fun if you care about that kind of stuff. It'll be cute. Hey, Orlando guys in the house, what's going on? Sign up for the Amex card, right? You got to be selling, right? Always peak closing. Orlando guy in the house, my friend. We're having a great day, man. Just church and lunch. That sounds like a good day. Hope you had a good lunch. Hope you had a great church. Event. I don't know. I was going to say church day. Church at Easter is always a step up, right? Coming to Toronto, Mike, we would be happy to have you. I hear Toronto is one of the best cities around. I've never been. I hear it is awesome. I hear it is beautiful. I hear it's some of the best restaurants in the world. Richard, what's new? Tell me every little thing. Every little thing she does is magic. Sign up for the Amex card. I had an Amex Express card for a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. 20 of you in chat here for the bottom of the 8th inning. The Rockies looking to put 4 on the board to tie up my Dodgers. Julio Urias still throwing a shutout. I think they've got 2 hits off him. I wouldn't swear to that, but I think that's what it is. Been looking good, keeping the ball down, keeping the ball away. Ugly swings and miss from the Rockies tonight. I'm happy. I'm not sad at all. Oh, heck no. Toronto traffic scares me. One of the reasons I am not a Californian is the dang traffic. So, and we have plenty of traffic here, by the way. Dallas, more than Fort Worth. Base hit off the glove of the second baseman. Chip, did I miss something? Angels always think they have a shot. I feel bad for Chip, I did miss that, but I see it now, and I agree. Mike Trout, such a classy guy. Best player on the field past decade, by far. I'm not going to root for the Angels, but I am rooting for Mike Trout. I would like for him to get a ring, just not against my Dodgers. No. There you go. They're pulling out Urias. So with nobody out in the 8th, so he goes 7 full. Looks like they got 3 hits off him. So yeah, there was a hit. So he had 2 coming in that inning. Gives up the 3rd hit, and the pen is being called for the last 6 outs, as it should be up 4. Yeah, but anyway, Chip, I totally agree with you. I think soon Mike Trout's going to turn into Ernie Banks, right? Soon we're going to be talking about the greatest player that never won a World Series. If we don't, I mean, I think he's only been in the playoffs once. Is that right? Orlando Guy says, coming up is an episode on a museum in Daytona Beach, which has the most historically significant collection. What are you talking about? You're talking about one of your videos coming up. I'm guessing you're talking about, yeah. So Orlando, yes, I'm sure I'm right now. So Orlando Guy creates awesome videos in and around the Orlando area and what you can see there. And I think he's talking about an episode he's got coming up. That'll be cool. OMG, I love when the National Weather Service offices get bored and start picking on each other on Twitter. They are pretty funny, right? I've seen some of that. I follow a couple, mostly local here. Chip says once, I think. Yeah, I think once for the playoffs for Trout. Is that what we're talking about? Yeah. Orlando Guy, tell me if I'm missing. I think that's what we're talking about, right? You've got one coming up. I don't know, maybe you said something before. Out of the blue, I was a little confused, but I think I understand now. Bunch of birds flying by my window. There's some play-by-play for you. A whole bunch of birds just scared the crowd. Did I make a funny face? Like 4 or 5 birds right there. So they're gone. That was weird. Not that I'm anti-bird or anything. I just didn't expect to see them there. Great to Talk Live tonight. Talking a little bit about the dislike button and other stuff on YouTube. And probably Sunday Night Baseball game of the week. Ohtani and the Angels versus the White Sox. White Sox look really good this year. That is a deep, deep, deep lineup. Jimmy Nelson, formerly of the Brewers, didn't pitch last year for the Dodgers, but they re-signed him anyway, and he looks to be the long guy. But he's here in the 8th inning, probably where they'll use Joe Kelly if and when Joe Kelly gets healthy, and he decides to throw it at the Players' Cup. Not a good start. I want to know. Yes, you got it. Okay, good. I thought you asked me what I had going on. Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go. I understand now. That makes sense. I was confused. Guys, if you don't know the Orlando Guy, he's a good friend of mine. Check out his stuff. Really good quality stuff, good content, and a good guy. Give him some love. I understand now. I don't know, I was a little out of it there, I guess. I don't know. Good stuff. Again, if you're just showing up in the chat, let me know what you did for Easter today. Hope you're having a fun, safe, happy day with the people you want to be with. We did ours yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Dang, Nelson with the big, I don't know, curve or slider. That was big time. They're a rookie DH for the White Sox, 8 for 8. Right? I saw that. Oh, 8 for 8 to start a season. Oh, my goodness. Over 2 games. I know 7 for 7 is the most you've ever seen in one game. I remember, I don't know, Rennie Stennett did it back in the 70s, a couple other guys. But 8 for 8, like you got to have a whole big slump to get out down under 400 or 300. You have Easter Sunday bloat. Nice. And we had a bunch of cheese yesterday. We had a bunch of good food. I'm actually getting hungry again. Yesterday, I got off my stream because I was starving. I'll probably get something in between games. And again, Sunday Night Baseball will be doing that a lot on this channel, including tonight. Ohtani. Oof, they're showing that the home run, the inside Parker where Tapia got hurt. Anyway, we'll be showing the Ohtani and the Angels versus the White Sox. No, we won't be showing it. We'll be doing this and having a good time, watching it, and then Creator Talk Live tonight. I have the hiccups. Easter Sunday bloat's not so bad, right? Could be worse. Again, if you're watching the game, they're showing Tapia, who's good. He's not that hurt because he's here, and he has the coolest hair on the team. Dang, that dude is skinny. Excuse me. 16 of you in the house. Bottom of the 8th. One more inning of Dodger Rocky baseball today. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Hope you're having fun. Get my buddy Pete McDevitt on the Pete McDevitt Show. We do a lot of football. He's doing some baseball too. He did some baseball earlier. He'll be doing a lot of baseball throughout the year, I'm sure. More into football. Regardless, we do that together on Thursday nights. Thursday Night Football. He's one of my partner channels. Check him out. His son Preston was in the chat here earlier. And he does some interview shows, including tonight. Oh, speaking of Pete McDevitt, there he is. The Pete McDevitt Show. Just was talking about you, buddy. I don't know if you just popped in or you heard that, but just talking about you and me doing the NFL watch party on Thursday nights. Haven't mentioned my buddy Kelly, who's also co-host of that, part of the Myers and the Mouse team. But anyway, we'll be doing some football shows talking about the draft here coming up. It's April. Can you believe it? April means spring training, it means the Masters, and means the NFL draft. around my house. NFL Draft Talk will be over on Pete's show, and it'll be a lot of fun. About a week or two out, probably. There you go. National Weather Service Twin Cities and National Weather Service Cleveland are throwing Easter puns at each other right now. Nice. So those aren't any of the ones. I don't watch National Weather Service Twin Cities or Cleveland. I got Abilene. I got Fort Worth that I follow on Twitter. I don't know. Maybe another one. I'm not really sure. Stuff that's coming. Oh, I think I have San Diego, although nothing ever happens there. Is it San Diego? Whatever the Southern California one is. Lakers getting spanked. I saw they just added a chip. See what I did there, Chip? They added a chip to the Lakers roster. The NBA, I'm over it, man. LeBron, I don't care about your politics. I'm over it. Didn't like it when they had all the politics on the court last year. I wasn't a big NBA guy, and it really kind of cut it out. I'm not in. I was a big fan when I was a kiddo. And they travel every freaking time. I don't know. Give me college basketball any day. By the way, speaking of college, I know Pete's going to go live for the championship game because I saw it on his channel today. That'll be great. I actually think Baylor's got a shot. Gonzaga's great. If they win, they're going to go down as one of the all-time great teams. They'll be undefeated, all that. Baylor's got a shot. They play some good D on the perimeter, and that is what you need to do. You need to stop that kid in the middle, and you got to stop them from running up and down. And I think Baylor might be able to do it, but I'll still pick Gonzaga. Yeah, I have strong opinions about politics. I bet you guys don't care. It's not a political show. If you do care, you can ask me. I'll be honest. But the truth is, what are we doing? Why do we care? Like, I'm disappointed with Major League Baseball right now getting political. I'm thinking about doing a video on it. You know, they changed the All-Star game from being in Georgia for politics, yet they just made a deal with Tencent in China. Tencent in China, the same group that told the NBA 2 years ago that if this, then that, or we're not going to let you show your games here. I mean, we're okay with slave labor in China, but we don't want the people of Georgia to be able to vote. By the way, the rules in Georgia, I'm not trying to have a political discussion here, but the rules in Georgia, they're less, they're more liberal than the ones in New York. New York restricts voting more than Georgia does even after this. So it's BS, man. And again, I'm not trying to give my political opinion. I'm saying when you bring it into sports, screw you. That's what I'm saying, which I guess I just did. So screw me. Politics, that's nothing. You guys better not bring up the extra week of, oh my gosh. It's so freaking stupid. Pete is right, as usual. The extra freaking week of football. It's like leadership for dummies, but they're not smart enough to know that they're the dummies. Like, I don't understand the NFL and how stupid they are. Like, Major League Baseball, led by idiots. Political idiots. NFL, led by political idiots. NBA, led by political idiots. I'm sick of it. I zoned out for a few minutes. What happened? Ender, the Dodgers are still up 4-0. That's the good news. The bad news is people are dumb. It is BS, Chip. It's so BS. Like, we're going to actually say where we're going to play depending on how other people in other states live their lives. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, how arrogant, by the way. Pete can give me one, but it's okay. That's all right. 4-0 Dodgers. Bama 8. Good guys winning. Jimmy Nelson on the hill. A couple guys on the bases, first and second. So could become a problem here. I blame it on Roger Goodell. I am not a Goodell fan. Again, political. What he did with the veterans, what he did with the military, charging them all that money and then not saying no to them when they ask for anything. Screw you, Roger. And I get it. I'm probably boring people to death. There's 21 of you in chat now. I have no idea if all 21 of you know what I'm talking about or not. The truth is Roger Goodell is a political piece of garbage. And so is Major League Baseball right now. All of their offices are in deep, dark New York where they think they have everyone's best interest in mind and they don't have a clue what's going on in America. I blame it on Roger Goodell. He single-handedly executed the NFL. He tried to, man. You know, I almost gave up on the NFL. I love NFL football, and I wasn't going to let them do that. And I don't care. If you're okay with people kneeling, that's cool. If you're pissed off about people kneeling, that's cool. I hate the NFL getting involved in politics. Let some players do what they want to do and shut up about it, and it goes away. But if you don't want to stand for the anthem, I'm probably going to say something. Double into the gap. Couple guys on. Rockies getting back in this game. 4-2. Good guys still winning. Jimmy Nelson getting roughed up in Colorado. Is it just me or that kid who just hit the double look like Tulowitzki from a couple years ago? Who was that? Is that Owings? I don't even know who it was. Oh, it's McMahon, isn't it? I think it's McMahon. I don't know. It's going past me too fast. Chip, I'm with you, man. I'm not a big fan of them not making. I mean, I was an offensive player, but I'm not a big fan of all the rules being obviously for more scoring. You know, the DBs can't even sneeze on a player anymore without getting pass interference. And yeah, I do have some strong opinions. And yeah, I will share them here. If you want to hear them, keep coming by. I don't claim to know everything, but I do claim to be smarter than a bunch of idiots in the league offices in the NFL and the Major League Baseball. Because I am, and so are you. Jimmy Nelson getting roped around. That ball is foul, but he ain't fooling anybody. Time to go to the pen, Coach Roberts. Yeah, the Chip, I do agree. I don't want players getting injured. I'm all for trying to keep, concussions out of the game and all that. But at some point, I always was told as a kiddo, when I had, high school and all that, the guy who was going half speed or 3/4 speed is the guy who's going to get hurt, right? And I don't know if that was true or not. I always believed it, though. And I don't know. It just seems that all the rules are set for the offense to score. I'm talking about the NFL now. And as it relates to the politics, again, I don't care how you vote. You probably don't care how I vote, but it's clearly all one-sided. And I'm over it. Sorry, I didn't mean to get into the topic. That's okay, Chip. I don't care. If I didn't care about your topic, I wouldn't say anything about it. I like talking about stuff. What's worse than coming to a show and having somebody with no opinion? And I fully get it. I've had good friends tell me I shouldn't give my opinions. I'm not for everybody. I don't need to have everyone be my best friend. Jimmy Nelson strikes out the final hitter to end that ugly inning. 2 runs in. We're going to the 9th. Dodgers are up 4-2. Both teams have only had 4 hits. Jimmy Nelson definitely going to come out because the pitcher spot's up next. I suspect if we don't get any runs, we might see Kenley Jansen again. And I'm mentioning that because Kenley Jansen went more than a full inning yesterday. And now we're going to have a safe situation if we don't score some runs here. So that 8th inning was more important to give up in giving up those 2 runs than it might seem otherwise. I don't know who they'll go to. Their normal guy they would go to when Jansen had more than an inning the day before would be Gratterall, but he's on the 10-day injured list. So I don't know who their second guy is. So that'll be interesting for me to see. I missed the players celebrating the end zones after a touchdown. Now they get fouled for it. Ridiculous. Yeah. The NFL was the no fun league for a while. Now I think they've done a little better recently on that, letting the players be the players. I'm just not a fan of Goodell. I'm not. I've not been. And I'm in Fort Worth, so Dallas is nearby. They're one of my teams. I'm a Chargers fan, but I root for the Cowboys too. Okay. And Jerry Jones and Goodell hate each other. And I'll tell you, 100%, I'm on Team Jerry. Jerry Jones, 100% is the guy who's right versus Goodell. When Goodell was up for a big raise, Jones is the one that didn't want to give it to him. Goodell versus Jones is a thing. Pete, if you're still here, I guarantee you are the one that thinks the NFL has refs doing stuff right. Guarantee Goodell loved the fact that the Cowboys have less home games than the Patriots and have to go on the road, because he hates both of those owners, to be fair, but he hates Jerry Jones a lot. So anyway, yes, which is why I started watching the CFL. Oh, nice. Jerry for commissioner. I agree. Most people would laugh at that shit, but I like Jerry. I think Jerry gets it. I think Jerry's about making money, and he does it very, very well, and winning, and doesn't do that as well. But I like Jerry for commissioner. Chip, I haven't watched the CFL in years. I did watch it a long time ago. I remember when Rocket Ishmael went up there. I watched it a little bit. I would get into it. I could get into it, but I love the NFL. I just don't understand how we get these, to my mind, idiots at the top of the game. I didn't like Bud Selig when he was in charge of Major League Baseball. I think it was a mistake to have an owner become a commissioner. And I know Goodell was just a executive in the offices, right? There's so many good people who can run these organizations. I don't know how we get these people. I don't. Not a fan of the changes. Most of the changes in Major League Baseball, and I do put that on Manfred. And I very much don't like what Goodell has been doing. Yeah, I don't know much of the details on that, Ender, but I did see that. Ford Frick was the best. Whoa, Ford Frick talk is hard to find. Ford Frick, going back into the Wayback Machine with the Pete McDevitt show there. Fort Frick, also funny, but he means Ford Frick. That is funny. Or to quote, hold on, I'm trying to make that be seen. There we go. Chip says, or to quote Chris Jericho, who I think is a wrestler, Pete McDevitt, you're on. They're a bunch of stupid idiots. Yeah, Chris Jericho, a wrestler, right? I like the UFC very, very much. Never been into the fake wrestling very much, but a lot of my friends, including my buddy Pete McDevitt, who's in chat right now, are very into it. I got a lot of my friends. Some of my best friends are really into that. Off the Wall, Pete tonight. Yeah, Pete, who do you got on Off the Wall? Do you have Nina? Pete goes live tonight with his show Off the Wall, where he interviews another Disney creator. Is it Nina? Help me, Pete. Let the people know. Let the people know. Top of 9, Dodgers up 4-2. Who we got? Is that Edwin? I think that's Edwin up to bat. Yep, AEW. Is that a wrestling thing? I don't know what that is. I feel like that's a wrestling thing. Either that or it's a root beer thing. Yeah, it's Nina. Okay, so Nina, who's wrestling with Disney on Pete McDevitt show tonight. Definitely want to check that out. It's always fun. He does an interview show with a Disney creator every Sunday night. It's always a lot of fun. Yeah, a ref, Tim Peel, voiced that he wanted to call. Oh, I saw that he wanted to call a penalty. He wanted to do a makeup call, right? Got in trouble. Yeah, I did see that. Again, I'm not big into the NHL, but if you're a referee, you should probably talk less. Also, there's a topic. Pete will get me on that topic now and then too. What do I like less than idiots in the Major League Baseball offices or NFL office trying to be political with my sport? Referees, umpires. We don't need them. We have video. Get off my field. Stop wasting my time. I like this picture. Is it Givens? He's looked filthy, man. A little slider on the inside half there. Top of the ninth, Dodgers 4-2 in Colorado. If you're new here, if you're brand new to the chat, brand new to the channel, or brand new to this game, welcome in. My name is Jeff Dole. That's the channel. A lot of my friends in chat. Pete McDevitt, my partner channel, will be live tonight with Nina from Wrestling with Disney. Also, he is my partner channel, as I just said, including for our Thursday night NFL Watch Party show during the football season. And we'll have some upcoming NFL draft shows. 'Tis the season for the draft is April. Didn't really work, but, it was kind of fun. NFL refs should all be fired. NFL refs, Major League Baseball umpires, I'm not a fan of either. And yeah, I do. I don't think that people should be perfect, but I think video already is. Why are we doing this like we are? AJ Pollock up in the top of the ninth for my Dodgers. Jeff, you need mods so we can post links. Yeah, I had mods for a long time. I got rid of mods and everybody got mad at me. Some people are still mad at me. I don't have mods, but I appreciate that. Why do I know the name Tim Peel, Ender? Was he famous for something else, or does he just have one of those names that makes me think I knew that name already? Yeah, the NFL refs are super bad. And again, am I supposed to be excited? I'm supposed to be really happy when I don't know. I didn't like him when I played. Didn't like him when I coached. And I like him as a fan, not at all. Sings video killed the referee stars. That's a good song. First song ever on MTV and first song I ever sang about referees. So there's that. I'm sure y'all know that, right? A little trivia. First song ever played on MTV. Video killed the radio star by some people that were on one-hit wonders. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I just, because I've heard the name lately, Ender. Tim Peel. For one game, they should choose someone with zero baseball knowledge and let them umpire. For one game, they should just let the video make the calls. Why? Fair foul? We don't need it. Tennis can do it just fine. We don't need it. Balls and strikes? We don't need it. Tennis can do it just fine. We don't need it. The base being hit before the noise of the ball being hit in the glove? We don't need it. Technology works. What are we going to use an abacus to keep? This is so dumb. We're going to count with our fingers? I don't understand. The technology makes it faster and better and exact. Little weak pop up on the right side. Looks like the first baseman's going to take it down. Bottom of 9. Dodgers up 4-2. I'm interested to see who comes in. It looked like Kenley was in the dugout there, so I don't think it'll be him. But I don't have the audio, and I don't know what they say. Aye, Hawkeye, we need ya in U.S. sports. Right, you're talking about the tennis thing. It used to be called Cyclops, right? Yeah. Or Hawkeye from, MASH. One of the best shows ever. 22 you in chat still here. I appreciate you. We're going to be done here shortly. Unless we go into extra innings. Bottom of the 9th is upon us. My name is Jeff Dole. Dad is the channel. I'm glad you're here. As I've said a few times, whether you've been here the whole time or you just popped in, whether you're new to the channel or you've been around like Rock and Robin has for years and years and years, whether you're a member of the channel like Jeff's personal bully or the guy who hit the dislike button. I don't know why I think guy. Might have been a girl. Who knows? Maybe it might be my wife. Who knows? Regardless, I'm glad every single one of you is here. Yes, Alan Alda. I got his autograph on the wall. That's how much I love MASH. Good stuff. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, and I appreciate you spending a little bit of your Easter. I hope you had a great Easter. He has risen. Another show tonight, Ohtani show, pitching and hitting tonight, it sounds like, and it'll be the Angels versus the White Sox. Also, we got Creative Talk Live. All that's contingent on my wife. She's not feeling well, but I'm sure it'll be fine. If she's still fine, she doesn't need anything, I'll be here, and I'll be here every Sunday night doing the Sunday night game of the week on ESPN, and I'll be doing a lot of Dodger games, evening weekday games mostly. Saturdays, I usually keep for my family. I'll probably do some daytime Sunday games for the Dodgers too, because I'll be watching it anyway if I'm not doing a family thing. But we're mostly do family stuff on Saturday. Although things change, right? I want people to know when I go, but I'm not stuck to a schedule because I'm just not. Only time they don't use Hawkeye is in the French Open. Yeah, well, you don't need it the French, right? Because, it leaves a ball mark. I used to play tennis a lot. Now I'm fat and old. Haven't played tennis in years. Honestly, I wouldn't mind picking up that game again. But regardless, I used to be pretty good. But I never played on grass and I never played on clay. And I very much want to do both. Yeah, it hasn't been the fastest game ever, but it hasn't been a slow game. It's been a good pace game. I mean, Julio's been throwing strikes. We scored some runs, we being the Dodgers early, and then since then we haven't been hitting the ball much at all. Here we go. So who is it? Oh, it's Corey Knebel. I should have thought of him. Former filthy closer for the Brewers. Corey Knebel. Oh, I was going to say his first appearance of the day, or the year, but apparently not. Apparently if you're watching the game, you can see the graphic. He's already been in a game. I didn't see that, but whatever. It's a big signing for the Dodgers in the offseason. He was one of the best for the Brewers. Brewers, filthy rich in relievers. Knebel was really good for them a couple 2 years ago, and this should be a good one. So it's a safe situation. Dodgers up 4-2, bottom of the ninth in Colorado. Wait, so you have my dad's twin on your wall? Not really family to Alan Alda, but you get what I mean. Really? Yeah, I've got 5 autographs on my wall right there. The top 4 are all from Breaking Bad. And then the 5th is Alan Alda. The top 4 are all 8x10s. Alan Alda's a little I don't know, was it like 5x7? It was on eBay. I didn't meet him or nothing. But yeah, I wanted it. So I put it up there. So that's like my man stuff. I've got Breaking Bad stuff, Godfather stuff, and MASH stuff. I've got some sports stuff here, but I gotta fix it. And I've got some backdrops here that I'm gonna take down that I never really even let you guys see in my backdrop here. I'm thinking it's gonna go. I think we're gonna do baseball, football, or we'll just do sports. I'm gonna keep this one up for my Disney stuff, but I've been saying this for like a year. I haven't done it yet. So whatever. It's like saying I'm going to pull the weeds, but am I going to pull the weeds? We'll find out. But that's cool, Robin. Yeah, I love Alan Alda. I even liked him in West Wing quite a bit. Smashed down the line at first, but a nice pick. Max Muncy over to the Knable 3-1. 1 out, bottom of 9. Guys, if the game ends and we don't go into extra inning, it could end pretty quick because there's 1 out in the 9th. Thanks for hanging with us. I'm not leaving yet. Going to be leaving in a minute. I'll take a minute to say thank you then. But thank you to the Super Chat. Thank you to the members. Thank you to everybody who's been hanging again, whether you've been here for a minute or the whole time. 2 planned shows tonight, every Sunday night. Game of the week, Major League Baseball tonight. It's Ohtani doing some pitching and some hitting. Should be fun. And again, Creator Talk. So not that you got to spend your entire Easter with me, but if you're so inclined, I will be here. Again, Good Morning Disney's a show we do in the mornings, Monday through Friday. I doubt my wife will be on the show tomorrow, but we'll see. Maybe she'll be feeling better. Who knows? And we're going to get that picked up. And then on Saturdays, we didn't do it this week, but on Saturdays, we have spoken with me and my daughter. She slept in this week, so we didn't. Actually, I think I slept in too. But regardless, we'll be doing that on Saturdays. Lots of content here. My point is, if you're not sick of my face yet, you don't want to punch me in the nose, hit the subscribe button. Feel free to hit the notification bell too. That just notifies you if I go live or drop a video. I vlogged daily a couple years ago, and I've been thinking about doing a lot more of that. I daily vlogged for about a week when we were at Disney, and it was a lot of fun. I might be doing that again. But you got to have time for life too. So we'll see. Francisco in the house. Good game, Dodgers, right? Good game. Francisco, love ya. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And I'm glad to have another Dodger fan friend. Knable looking filthy. The deuce in the dirt. 2 outs. Good guys. Again, I don't provide play-by-play for a couple of reasons. 1, you're probably watching the game. 2, you don't need me to tell you. 2, it's not legal. 3, there's a delay on YouTube. I'm watching YouTube TV, so there's a delay on top of a delay. So I got the MLB package on YouTube TV. A little bit of delay on top of the delay that YouTube. So when you type it, I see it. How do I say this? YouTube holds it for 10 seconds. The live version doesn't get posted out for 10 seconds after the delay that the TV provides. So if I'm providing you with play-by-play, it's a good 20 to 30 seconds after it happened. So I don't do that. JT to first, ball game. Dodgers win 4-2. Take the series from Colorado in Colorado. If the Padres lost, we'll be back in first where we belong. Guys, I had a great time. Brant, Ender, Francisco, Rockin' Robin, Lady Disaster, and/or my bully, Pete, Preston, everybody who was here in the beginning, all of you, whether you were here for a minute, you were here for the whole time, I appreciate you. The Ohtani show tonight, Dodgers versus White Sox, every Sunday night. Please check that out. Also, Creator Talk Live will be tonight. Thanks for spending a little bit of my our Easter together. Love every single one of you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the memberships. Thank you for just being fun. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a great Easter. See you tonight or see you soon. That's it. Bye for now, everybody. Go Dodgers. See you soon. Thank you, Ender. Nice. All right, I'm gone. Later, guys.